Well. How everybody doing?
Feeling blessed, feeling blessed. How about y'all doing today?
Papa
Good.
Will together. Mom,
I'm
boss,
feeling.
she go ahead, Papa Will.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Uh,
here with you. I'm feeling like that movie had a whole brand new meaning than when I watched it originally.
yeah,
You know how you watch
yeah.
something and you go back to it that you see that you realize when you look back at something a second
Mm-hmm.
time and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But cloning, man, they cloned him, put him back out on the street, bro. Hey, somebody else made a movie similar to that. They did kind of like Total Recall or some shit. They did
yeah,
that or
yeah,
one of them
yeah,
one of them kind of movies. You
yeah,
don't know you're a clone until the bullets start flying,
yeah.
and
And
then
hold up, Papa Will. Mom, boss, if you hear me, I know you up there. You cooking, and I know you're gonna be back and forth, whatever. Continue what you're doing. The kids come first. We understand that. And Kitty, I know you're probably over there with Sister Eve, and she'll be back in here, and she watched the movie too. And, and you know the first thing I thought about when I showed that what the movie was parts on you know when I showed that what it was telling us. Think about it. Tyrone, the older version of him, he was behind all of it, right?
Hmm.
He was
yeah,
behind all of it. Am I right together?
Yeah, he was. I was shocked.
And come and think about this. Think about this now. You know we were talking about the president, right? Joe Biden, right? Who
Yes.
behind who behind him?
Obama.
Obama.
You get the picture I'm painting now?
mm-hmm.
You getting the picture I'm painting now? And when but I didn't know what I like the I'm gonna tell you what I like. That's what we got to do as a community. Come together, help one another. It was kind of a happy ending, but that type of stuff is going on. Kind of make your mind think about. Wait a minute. Am I who I am, or I'm somebody else?
That is a
Who else
good
feel?
question, bro. That is a good question because some people be like don't know who the hell they are. Confused as hell. That's a good question, bro.
What do you think about together? Do you think you who you are, or do you think you're a clone? You don't know who you are. We don't know if people that we see is the real person or a
I
clone,
used
do
to
we?
wonder. I used to wonder, like before all this stuff, when I was little, my family be like, "Girl, what is you talking about?" I used to be like, "Am I the only one? Am I real?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I never understood at a young age. This is the stuff that I was thinking about, like for real.
Yeah, and you know what the saying is. You know the funny part about it is. You know when somebody say that uh, everybody got a twin.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
You know she Papa Wheel together, Kitty, Mama. You know people say that. It kind of like make you think, don't it? Make you
Yeah,
think about it. Make you think about it. Why would they say that? Now we see why they said that.
Right. I used to hear
yeah.
my family say everybody got a twin. I'm like, huh?
I believe that
You know,
wholeheartedly.
but it's thinking like this that generates this type of movie. Just like everything else, you see something in a movie form, it's because some aspect of society has been perpetrating that, and then in somebody's head they came up with the idea, hey, let's make a movie out of this. What if you did have a twin? What if there are twins out there? What if they ain't aliens? They came out the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Got a
Confusing,
point.
huh? That's a little much, huh? But
No,
no, I'm just saying it that way.
it wasn't a little much. But I'm gonna start
Mhm.
with B Rob. What was your take on the movie? What was your take?
Man, I ain't never seen nothing like this. It remind me of another movie I watched, especially when they're going to the cloning part. It's
Mm-hmm.
basically like you and Big Sister together was talking about, man. Like Joe Biden just a puppet, and Obama is pulling the strings. That was that scene like in that part I seen when the old white old boy came out in there and told him to put the gun on her on the female on the woman, and then he turned around and told him to put the gun in his mouth, and he almost pulled the trigger. That was right there was like, damn, wow.
Mm. Papa Will, what's your take?
My take is I saw this movie years ago, but so I want to speak on what y'all just said. Okay, if you think that Obama is behind Joe Biden, Obama wasn't allowed to do very much for the country, and especially for Black people. But y'all know I do this research, and what I'm seeing, there's a whole nation of melanated people behind every white person you see doing anything, running anything. You know, when you
Yep.
talk about the Illuminati and stuff, that's down subversive underground. If they need to make a clone of somebody, that clone has already been released into our society, and it's doing its job of running things or not running things or coming up short. But you know, I was wondering, okay, now how'd you make a? Oh yeah, you cloned him. You know how they always talk about these robots. You know, dude was not a robot because he couldn't fight worth shit. So to take my genes and duplicate me, how do I know I ain't already the duplicate? Because I'm a very bright ass, smart motherfucker, man. Pardon my French, but
Yeah.
you know they said it so much in the movie. Now they got me saying it, okay? But that's
You
my take.
okay, sir?
And then
but
the other aspect, they started it out with dude, you know, conflict. They took some very basic parts from what we've seen about our society to make Black people like me turn this off. Because I don't like
yeah,
that black on black. All you can show about us is us killing each other. So what this showed was dude went one step further. He cloned himself and a whole bunch of other Black people in a Black neighborhood with making these different chemicals. Now, it didn't show no cross contamination that he was associated with actually making the other chemicals, like whatever they put in the chicken made everybody laugh, or the grape juice they were putting on people's hair. You know, it probably got said, but you know, my hearing of the whole thing was kind of off. So I really only got when he got down to, hey, I made you. You are me in a younger version of me with my genes. But
yeah,
I'm you know that's what I'm thinking is okay. Was he said the people I report to.
yeah,
You know the people I
yeah.
report to, meaning that the guy that was around and trying to kill everybody. You know, trying to kill. What was that black guy's name with that nice robe? The pimp. What's his name?
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, yeah. What was
Yeah,
dude's name?
I
Anyway,
can't think of.
the guy
Yeah,
trying to
Y'all
kill
talking
them
about
two.
Sleep?
Huh?
Were you talking about Sleep?
Yeah,
yeah.
what's his real name?
Slick.
Now I'm trying to think. Well, anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. But the white
Oh
guy that
yeah, oh
was
yeah.
running out,
Hold on, pop. Respecting means still Jay, and you know Slick. You know that was Jamie, right? Jamie Foxx, right?
that's what I'm trying to remember. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, yeah. So the guy that was chasing Jamie
Thank
Foxx
you,
and,
mean.
and around, you would have thought he was the guy in charge, but he's working under the black guy. So that's brings me back to what you're saying about we got this dumbfounded white president shouldn't have been elected to anything, and you claim he's being run by this ex-black president that didn't do nothing for black people. He actually missed 1 year of giving me an increase on my goddamn Social Security. Okay, now I ain't hating on the dude because I don't give a shit who they put up there, but I'm thinking that you know it was a big old organization underground that was pushing those chemicals around that was making those clones. That's what I think.
Yeah, and think about this. You know that about that chicken, right? Got that chicken, and we're making the people laugh. Uh, was it churches?
It was the
That,
Popeye chicken sandwich.
Oh, don't even mention Popeyes. If you was to watch my live last night, you would know what I'm talking about. You live in Tennessee, Memphis. That they found that worker. We talk about that another time.
Oh
Cause you
Lord.
and,
I'm up in the
and
morning.
with that, yeah,
Grocery.
that, and it's on that store is on Showcase Boulevard in Memphis. So don't go to that Popeyes
Oh,
mom boss. They ain't clean.
oh.
But but anyway, you remember when they came out the chicken sandwich and how many people got killed and beat up for that chicken sandwich that wasn't even good?
You talking about in
Think
the
about it.
movie?
No, in real life, remember when Popeye came out with that chicken sandwich, right?
Crazy
I know what
over
you're
it.
talking about,
Okay,
the chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Oh, people went crazy over the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, and it make you think
Oh,
about the
okay. That's
food.
what you're saying.
It make you think about the food you eat now. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
when you go to the grocery store, you look at the fruits and vegetables. You look how big the strawberries is, right? Strawberry don't supposed to be that big, do they?
Not
It
naturally.
depends. It
It
depends
depends
on
on how.
who's growing it.
Exactly. The
Yeah,
agribusiness makes blow something up as big as they want to, put all the blow up in it they want. It's just like selling crack. You can put all
yeah.
the blow up you want, something and the consumer ain't gonna know no difference. He's just gonna want it just as much. Matter of fact, he's gonna spend more money because part of it is blow up.
Respect to DJ Tug and Renee in the house, and my boss, give me your take on the movie. Give me your take on it. What did you see that going on today that the movie had is that the movie put out there that people don't see that really going on? She probably went back to the stove.
She said she was cooking.
I'm back,
Yeah,
bitch. What did you ask me?
I said,
I knew if I threw
give
you
me.
under the bus, you'd come back.
I said, what's your take for the movie that uh that going on right now that movie portrayed in the movie that is going on right now that is harming our community.
Um, how we don't look out for each other, how we just like look the other way.
Oh yeah, it's a whole lot that going on. There's a whole lot of that going on. And and you know something else that I saw? I don't think see I'm gonna see that y'all pick this out. You know that melanated black woman was the strongest one in that movie. Did y'all notice that, right?
Yeah,
You notice that, right?
yeah. She came to
Oh yeah,
work.
definitely. She
She's the
was
one.
smart. She was very smart. Just because
Mhm.
her occupation didn't make her, stupid or ignorant. She had a lot of intelligence.
Yeah, and and it goes back to because strong black woman is thrown around a whole lot, though, ain't it? There's a lot of our women that is strong in a sense, but what I consider a strong black woman is in the mind. It ain't gonna take no crap. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a black woman don't mean you're a strong minded woman. Just like a man, it don't mean you just like a man. It don't mean because you're a grown black man you're a leader. You see what I'm saying? That right there showed me that she was for her community, that she wanted to get to the bottom of it. And that right there put that little twist in there, and it comes with an impact. Look at all the movies that we watch, and look at all the movies I showed that had a theme to it, a hidden message in there, right? And what do we get from the hidden message? Together, what's your take on it?
Um, it's the only thing that I'm focused on is the fact that he put this movie out, and this is why they tried to take his life, because he was telling things that was going on not only in our communities, but a lot of this stuff is going on even up in Hollywood. You know, you have people that are being cloned, and Kanye West is one of the people that spoke out about it, and everybody wanted to pit him as crazy. And as far as what you were saying, Papa Will, about Biden having all the black people surrounded by him, the one thing that come into my mind is when I look at the old slavery movies. What did the slave master do? He kept a lot of the black people surrounded by him so that he can have reports on what was going on, if the slaves were going to run away, if they planned anything, and they can come back and they can tell it. Or they'll say, oh, guess what? If they're up there, I can be up there too. But it's just this society is just jacked up, and that's why they wanted to. I'm mixing two things. That to me is why they wanted to take Jamie Foxx out of here, is because they did not want this information out, and we are the ones that's paying attention. And the ones that look at it will just say, "Oh, it's just a movie. It ain't real." Y'all thinking too much into y'all be doing a little bit too much. Well, as long as it ain't affecting me, I don't give a damn. I don't want to hear it. And those are the people that are scared to open their mind. When Papa will be teaching too, they'll listen to Papa Will stuff, and when it start getting real deep, they'll turn it off. No, he tripping. He don't know what he talking about. And that's their way of brainwashing themselves with their own words, when God is choosing certain people to speak the truth. And if you're speaking the truth, God is definitely going to protect you. That's
Yeah,
just how I feel.
yeah, and
I appreciate that, boss.
yeah, and
I
it's like this
appreciate
right here. Yeah, and think about this: when Papa Will, myself, Nate, the Word, Carl Tyler Bay, and some other people start speaking on the truth about what really going on in our community and in the world, what they try to do and how they try to beat us down. Some people want to turn it off, but yeah, in movies like not movies, I'm going to say reality shows, Real Housewives, Basketball Wives, movies, shows like that, different type of music. You notice that you notice how we could come together and celebrate, right? And there's sometimes when some people come together to celebrate. I'm talking about our people come together to celebrate. There's always that one want to start trouble, right? And look at all the policies they had put in our community. First it was the crack, alcohol. You see what I'm saying? And other stuff that are put in our community that bringing our community down. But guess what? They don't want to hear about that. We do. Look, do our people have the money to bring that stuff in? Pop Will, do we have the money to bring that stuff in our community
nope, nope, nope.
together? Do we have the
Not
money to
where,
bring us together? Do we have that
not
money to
where I
bring?
can.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Go ahead, finish, Papa Will. I cut you off. My bad.
Okay, you just got my mouth up. I'll keep this to what you just said.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
It
uh, uh,
behooves.
yeah. I'll come back and let you explain, Pop.
Okay,
Together,
okay.
do we have the money to bring this, all this other stuff, negative stuff that come in our neighborhood? Do we have the money to do that?
Nope, not
I'm
us
talking together this
individually.
time. I'm talking together this time. B Rob,
No, big bro, we don't.
how about you?
No,
What
we
you
don't.
think, Mom Boss? Do we have the money to bring this stuff, the guns, the drugs, and all the other stuff that hurt our community in our community?
No, we don't.
But yeah, just like Pop said, just like Together said, I know you know this too, Mom Boss. B Rob, you know this. It's somebody higher than us. which I really don't give a damn who it is or how, but they are nothing but they try to look at their own interests. They are, put away. I'm gonna put it like, it's not just our community. They're looking out for their own best interests. Cause even some of the white people, the Asian people, the Hispanic people, guess what? They ain't got the money to bring that shit in.
Mm-mm.
They just want to see the divide. What the hell they gonna do? It's not just in the United States; it's overseas too. Look what that look what that judge did for the island gymnast. Little girl, she was black. Skipped over her for giving her medal until people start speaking out. People don't want to speak out until it's something happens to them. See, I'm speaking out now. This is my voice. This is my voice. This is our voice. They can come shut me down right now, but guess what? I'm still gonna be in the streets preaching. I ain't gonna say preaching. I'm still gonna be in the street talking to people who will listen.
Mhm.
So, like Amano said, you rather keep me on here talking than going in the street and doing all the talking.
Mhm.
See, what you think? I'm gonna start with Mom Boss since she cooking. By the way, Mom Boss, what you cooking? What you cooking me over there? So I come get me a plate.
Rice and cornbread and babe grilling wings.
Mm, mm, mm,
That
mm. Go
sounds
ahead, Mom
real
Boss.
good.
Go
Wow,
ahead, Mom
ooh,
Boss.
man, making me hungry. I want to go get some of that good old delicious meal.
Go ahead, Mom Boss. Uh, what's your take? What's your take on do some of the movies that we watch? That we watch. See, now I start watching. As I got older, I start watching, looking for a tad bit of stuff that going on. Do you find yourself doing the same thing? That's the question to the whole panel.
I do, and y'all may think I'm joking about this, but I watch Walking Dead a whole lot, and I'm like, y'all better come prepare for these zombies when these people that got these shots turn. But yeah, I do. I watch a lot of movies that make me think about, oh, that's going on now in the world, or that was going on, and now it's like they push it in our face like little at a time to see how much, like until we're gonna react.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm telling you this right here. It's like I had put something up right where they can where I work at. I put something up where they can see it. Right, easy to see, and they talk about we don't have none. It was some large list, small list, something like that. It was easy to see right in front of them. Wasn't hiding nowhere. See, that's what they do. They hide stuff in plain sight. Cause guess what? Some of us don't be looking for it in plain sight, do we? Papa
No,
Will, Papa Will. Go
Papa
ahead, B
Will
Rock.
first.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
B Rock.
it's be dangling in front of our face, man. We just don't even know it was there. It's been on front of our face the whole time. Let me say this real quick. I know y'all been hearing about this shutdown we might have again. They talking about it bringing back COVID. They talking about the COVID thing again, trying to get people afraid. Now they talking about a shutdown, and everybody know all the food and the other supplies are high as a kite right now. In my opinion, and my, what I believe right now, why they doing all this to put fear in everybody's eyes? They're doing something really, really bad and dirty behind the scenes. Don't want us to know about it. For
Right.
example, for an example, Russia and Ukraine. We giving all our money to Ukraine, supporting Ukraine and the immigrants. What about us? What about us? And we suffering the most. Well, we getting all the money to them, but not all, but not your own people. We gotta stop being hero for everybody else besides, for everybody else, and you ain't being a hero for your own people, your own country. We can't be Superman and Batman for the world, and then you're gonna forget about what you come from.
Mm. Together. Go ahead. I know you got something to say about that right there. Go right ahead. Together.
Well, I believe what he's saying, but what I want to tell you guys, and when you go to the grocery store and you're purchasing fruits and vegetables, any fruit that have seeds in it, I'm gonna ask you right now, go get you some Ziploc bags Take those seeds out, whether they're bell peppers, whatever it is, and put those seeds inside of a Ziploc bag after you dry them out and save those seeds. Because one thing that I noticed is when the shutdown happened, where nobody can go anywhere, and then they started slowly opening up, there were no seeds anywhere to be found. When I went to all nurseries all over the place, they withheld all those seeds that people couldn't grow anything and have any food. So you say the seeds are no good, but they're good where you want to grow your food. Grow your food like you know what you're growing. Whatever they put on the food when you purchase it is not going to be embedded in your seeds. So you take your seeds, and once they start acting funny, you can turn around and plant those seeds in your own garden, like the potatoes. How they grow those stems on it. Just take
Mm-hmm.
that potato and let it grow that stem, and then put that potato in some soil. I mean, it's so many survival tips, and I bet you guys didn't know this. The Crisco that's in that jar, when you see that little flame, you didn't know that you can take some of those. I guess they're like cedar, the red bricks, and you can take and light that Crisco oil and put a candle in it, like one of those big candles, and
Mm-hmm.
that will burn for days and days if there's no lights.
Oh
People
yeah.
didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
that. And then you can use it to heat up like the stones. Like you can even put like some water on the pot and heat it up. And you know how they used to heat the water up to steam up the house. It's so
Mm-hmm.
many things that we can do. I advise everybody to go get themselves some generators. I have them. I went and bought some of the solar panel type lights, and they be telling you, oh, we're gonna switch the power, we gotta do this. They're testing people and see if they can survive without power. Get on Amazon and start purchasing some of these survival kits. My homegirl bought a freeze dryer. It cost her like $4,000. She was like, I would rather have this than a car. She froze dried her food. And I was like, girl, where you getting all this food from? She said, girl, I freeze dry. And all you got to do is put a little water and seasoning and you're good to go. And she was able to feed people that didn't have food. I'm like, ain't this a blip? So it's so many things that we can do when they decide, oh, we got a disaster, oh, this got to happen. We can take care of ourselves. We don't need them necessarily.
Yeah. Respect to Miss April Shaw, to love, life, respect, and I'm like this right here. And another thing is, you know how some people got grills, right? They got grills. They throw the whole grill away, right? They throw the whole grill away. Why don't you
Yes,
take
they
this?
do.
Why don't you just take that rack out of the grill? And you might have a little rocks, whatever, somewhere around. Guess what? You can take whatever,
Yeah,
put them in a circle, put them in a
that's
circle.
probably why they back because they don't might need that little motherfucker. That shit ain't no good.
Take the rack, take the rack out of the grill, put it on them bricks. Put that rack on the bricks. Guess what? Who need a stove? Who need the oven?
That part.
See, see that there you go. And guess what else you can do with that grill? Guess what you got? Take a filter. Take a stringer. Excuse me. Got a paper towel, right? Got a paper towel. Whole bunch of paper towel. Put it together. That's your filter. Pour water through it. You filtered out the stuff that's the water that make the water bad.
The truth. I bought
Yeah.
some filtration tabs. You can get them off of Amazon. I have bought some, and it cleanses your water. And I'm telling you, if you don't have that available, they even have bags, 5-gallon bags, where you can use it and take showers. Um, this lady gave me her, those commodes that people use when they can't get up and walk to the bathroom.
Hmm.
I bought the tabs that they put in those porta potties. And if you have it where your water is off and you got water in that and you need to go to the bathroom, you can take those tabs and drop it in there and it will foam up and it'll kill the smell and everything. So it's a lot of stuff if you really pay attention to when they have stuff for outdoor camping. Just pay attention to the way that they build these grills at the beaches and at the parks and at these campsites where they use bricks and, like you said, the grill, and you'll be able to have fire if you do it right. As far as toilet paper, what you might want to do is go buy a bunch of those toilet paper tabs or buy at Walmart. I don't know if you guys have Walmart, but they have a box. It's a big box, and they're disposable washcloths. And if you
Yeah,
don't have any toilet paper, you can use those disposable washcloths to either wash your body or you can use it to clean your rear end once you go and eliminate and do an elimination. So
yeah,
it's so many different things that you can use that are out there, and people just don't get it. You gotta start thinking. If you go camping, talk to some of the people that go camping and find out what they do when they're gone for days and days and days.
yeah. And to respect to Ernest Billing and respect to anti conspiracy channel. I would love to have you up here at time if you got to get a chance. And this is stuff. This is some of the stuff they don't want us to know. See, like I said, I'll tell you what I made me one day. Well, at my job, we had some muscadine in the back there. They ain't been sprayed, naturally grown, and sweet. I really made me a smoothie out of it. And that mother was so doggone good. It was so good. But that's natural. That's a naturally grown out in the wild. You can't. You cannot. They cannot. They gonna say they can't do it, but it'd be hard to do, like to do grapes. And it's just like that poke salad. Poke salad is just like collard greens, but you got to cook it and cook it and cook it to soften it up so you can eat it. You see what I'm saying? So this is a whole lot of stuff they don't want our people to know, and all our people do not know all this stuff. Some of our people don't want to know none of this stuff. See, what that movie said to me is the government is just telling us any old thing, and that some of our people is just believing it. There's a lot of stuff the government is not saying, but you got to read between the lines. That's why I say when you go look at the laws that they got on the books. See, we look at the big print, right? Who agree with that?
Continue.
Who agree with that? When we read something, we just look at some people just read the big print, right? But
Mm.
you got to go back and read all the rest of it now. Read the rest of it.
Yeah.
The small stuff. It ain't the big stuff that get you. It's the small stuff that get you.
Yeah.
Cause think about it. The music. There's some good music. Think about when the music when we were making music first time, and the hip hop and the R&B, soul, and all that stuff came out. It was good music, wasn't it? It was telling a life story. Even
Yeah,
some country music would tell a life story.
what people went through in real life, and they just like to tell the story, letting people know what they've been through in their music. Nowadays, they ain't doing that. They just doing it for the bag now. Back in the days that people did it, it was about what they went through in their livelihoods, like everyday life, and they just putting it in in the music.
Yeah, and think about it. The music. Okay, think about it. Think about this, ladies. I got ladies on the panel, and men.
D True,
Put up, yeah.
D True, real quick. I'm gonna drop down, but I'm gonna be in the chat because I gotta take care of your nephew, your play nephew.
What is he doing now?
Nothing. I just gotta take care of some stuff. That's Miss April baby though. That's her baby. Let me put it like that. I gotta take care of Miss April little baby.
Okay.
Hey, Give my little nephew a little hug for me. Tell
I'm
him
gonna get him.
behave.
He meaner than me.
Oh
Tell it.
wow.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Shut up, B Rob. Shut up.
Hey, my mouth is closed. Hey,
All right.
my lawyer told me to be quiet, so I'm being quiet.
Okay,
Okay. All
but
right.
all right. But it's like this. This is the Bond boss right here. Bond boss, if you're there, do you think? Do you think music today has influence on our community?
Do I have what has influence on the community?
Music these days. I don't care the country, hip hop, R&B. I don't care what kind of music.
Most definitely. It's definitely programming.
Yeah, hey, you notice the part when them two men was in there, they played that hip hop music. What happened?
Right,
They
and they
wanted to
was
fight it.
fighting, and then
Yeah,
they played the little R&B. They right there hooding. Yeah, I definitely think music programs of mine. I mean, TV does too. Like they show us what they want us to see. Now they talking about the Keith D, arrested for, Tupac murder after 27 years because it's something else that they really trying to keep our eyes off of. So they want us focused on Tupac
yeah.
on a
Eh,
conspiracy.
you're right. And you notice this right here. Notice the Simpson, right? And you know Biggie. Biggie said, "Gonna blow up like the World Trade," right? Okay. Who? Nobody thought nothing else of it. And the Simpsons showed Donald Trump becoming president. Okay. Think about it. What happened to the World Trade Center? And that wasn't the first time they tried to do that. That was the first time it was conspiracy to try to blow up the World Trade. And Donald Trump did become president. Biggie is dead now, and the Simpsons is not on air no more. Kind of strange, ain't it?
Yep, The Simpsons also had an episode with billionaires went down into the ocean and imploded too.
See, it's like they some of us, some of us got them. You know how horses got them blinders on so they can't see side, but one way was straight ahead. That what some people are doing. They got them blinders on, see straight ahead, and some of them got a them the masks on where you can't see out of blindfold. That some people use for nighttime to go to sleep. They can't see. They can't see shit. They can't see jack.
No.
See, oh, what we try to do. I know Mom Bo's trying to do. Pop Will, B Rob, and everybody else that does this. We try to see can we open somebody's eyes, some people's eyes, so they can see what really going on. See, that movie's telling us what really going on. Remember when they first thought about they talk about cloning sheeps and cows like that. Remember when that first came out?
I think I told you that a couple of months ago. Remember the one about the China when they made them super cows? They're trying to make more milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember I told you that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Papa Will. Papa Will don't fell asleep. Papa Will
No,
don't fell
no, I
asleep.
did. No, I
Uh
had to
oh.
mute myself because I have my sponsor here in my other ear talking about how October 1st is coming up.
Good afternoon.
Because y'all are influencing me, and then I said that to him, but I had to mute myself so that y'all don't hear me. But
Uh,
Papa Will said, "What? Hold
Just
on."
want, well, let me say one thing. This show is being brought to you in part by Nabisco. No, it's not. This is the Michael website.
But I'm sorry, Twister. Twister, what did you say in conjunction with my name? Because I only caught the back end of that. You see, I'm being real social. I got my mouth shut and I just let everybody talk now. You see, I'm getting better, D-True.
yeah, you
You
get
good, sir.
better.
You good, sir.
Yeah, yeah, you all get better. And what you think about this? Uh, what I said about some people got blindfolds on,
Yeah,
and some folks got blinders on, and
yeah. Okay,
they go ahead, go
okay.
ahead, Pop Will.
A blindfold means that you're being led around without no hands, with your hands stretched out in front of you, and you're hoping that somebody will have pity for you and walk you with the blindfold on. But people don't do that for each other in a lot of places. The other side is when you got blinders on, you're just walking straight ahead and you don't see everything that's going on around you. Now, I answered your question. Now I want to hit back on what mom boss said. I do this kind of education because when it struck me when I was a kid, I did everything I could to find out why have we been told these lies, right? But when you
Mm-hmm.
say stuff like slavery, you got to remember that there was no such thing, and I keep saying this, and then I'm gonna go back to what I said about mom boss. There is no such thing as ships brought black people over here to the white man's country. Never happened. That's a goddamn stupid ass lie that's got all of us melanated people all over this planet screwed up. And we walk around with blinders on like, yeah, man, so what, man? I ain't got no life coming, man. Yeah, I'm just another poor ass at word. And in
Mm.
reality, that if you walk around with these blinders on, then you think that you're some Mr. Tough guy. But the only way you're gonna make it in your neighborhood is you got to get down like the tough guys do. You got to sell drugs. You got to carry a gun. You got to have your pants hanging off your ass like you some bitch faggot ass. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, what
Hey,
I
you
think
already,
about.
hey, Pop Will, you already know how we do it over
Okay,
here.
great.
Go
Because
ahead.
I
Papa
only
Will,
do.
we in the rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that part. So in essence, the two difference is if I'm having a show and it comes to a point where your brainwashing can't take it, mom boss says it. People turn me off. They just go put their goddamn blinder on and move on. And then they go around talking like slavery was real. Do you know that as a Native American in this country, are not a Negro, you is not black, you is not African American. But if you put that blindfold on and you're only listening to what you're hearing, who's telling you this? Who's telling you this? Other black people are telling you this, you know? And that's where our problem is black people telling black people what's wrong. In essence, in the movie, I think that the crime against each other part was kind of light. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It didn't
yeah.
have
You're right.
much depth to it. Because man, it would have struck me. I'd had I'm so unbrainwashed. I'd had to shut this whole thing off if it had gone deeper into black people killing each other over drugs. I'd have had to turn
Mm,
it off. But
mm,
it flipped. And it flipped
mm.
quick. And it made me think, okay, what's the other aspect of this? Because like I wrote over here, everybody's in on it. Everybody's in on there's a plot against us. And
Yeah.
that's the way it came up in the end when all the duplicate people started coming up out the ground. There was people to put blankets around them and shirts around them, and the whole community had come together on the whole thing. Although everybody trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Hey, that's my cousin right there, man. Dude, look just like you, man. You know. And then it was bringing the title end to the movie to a close. Cloning Tyrone. Who cloned Tyrone? Tyrone got cloned? Why did Tyrone get cloned? Who else got cloned? It brought those kind of questions to my mind. But the fact that it wasn't a lot of back and forth up and down the streets shooting and only hitting innocent people. It didn't have that aspect to it. And I'm kind of thinking that because it had Jamie Foxx in it, that it was a low budget production, but somebody influenced how we're not gonna emphasize on black people killing black people too strongly. You want me to shut up, or can I tell you some other stuff we covered already? Why you brought that subject out at me? That we put on
Go
blinders
ahead.
and we don't realize we don't realize that the black leaders that we don't know, we don't do nothing to try to figure out what their part in this whole thing is. Like, how many of us actually know that J. Edgar Hoover was black and he was gay? We sure didn't know it when he was having the FBI infiltrating L.A., releasing dope in the community that they didn't have to go buy. You know, here's kilos of dope all of a sudden with all kind of fancy weapons we ain't never seen before. And you wonder, man, the white man's doing it because black people ain't got nothing. And that's where we get run over. We're thinking the white man's doing it too. The white man ain't been around but only about since the 1800s. And the same black people that was running this country still do. That's how I feel. I mean, I talk to white people like I talk to black people. I talk to Chinese people the same way. I talk to Spanish people the same way. If you don't know your real culture, that you're a Native American of this country, what is your reason for not knowing? You know, I asked a Chinese girl one time, I said, hey, so have you ever met a melanated Chinese person? She said, you're a racist. I said, I can't be a racist. I'm black. Stupid little girl. What made you call me a racist? Oh, you can't get no money out of my pocket, so I got to be a racist. No, you're just ignorant like black people, white people, Latino people, European people. We walk around with the blinder on, and we ain't even trying to get educated. First time I saw the word Christopher Columbus discovered America, I said, that ain't true. First time that I got baptized in the Catholic Church and came back the next week and said, hey, man, the Spirit says that Jesus Christ ain't white. And they threw me out. I went and got baptized. They got the same stupid ass cross up in the black people church. They got the same stupid ass white Jesus that never existed up there. And for what? To get $1 out your pocket because they know you're wearing blindfolds. And those of us that go in church all fancy dressed with the blinders on, you ain't seeing that the person right next to you could use your help. You ain't seeing that land you got out there where you could have a garden and feed the people, the indigenous people like me that live in the city. There ain't one piece of dirt nowhere near my apartment. But there's people out there that's got it. But are they trying to, unify it, blow it up, bring it? No, because they know. They think it'd be the white man will take it away from them, but it won't. It'd be a black people taking it away from them. Because we don't know that we're Native Americans. And those of us that ain't Native Americans are European Moors. And we don't know. We're just all thinking that we need to kill each other. Where I come from, man, you can't walk past me and not look me in the eye and say hello. But I'm going to make y'all think about this from now on, and then I'm going to shut up. Talk about blinders. Blinders on. Every time you walk past somebody, you just keep your blinders in position so you don't see them.
Yep. And that thing, Papa Will, if you got blinders on.
Oh, you don't have to say Will, man. Let me be quiet now, man. Come on.
And it's like that. Let's see, with the blinders on, you're gonna need help getting around, right? And the thing is, it might be the wrong help because they might lead you into something that you didn't want to get into. See, we try to take
ground first.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm trying to peel the scab out of this off this sore. Y'all know how I am. This is a rabbit hole now. This is a big ass rabbit hole now. What do you think about it, B-Roy? What do you think about the rabbit hole, my boss? See, and the thing is, we as melanated people, we were kings, we was queens back in the day. Some of us still are kings and queens, but some of us still are peasants. Some of us are still in the slave mentality. Some of us might be a clone of what we used to be. We don't know. But behind everything that goes on, just like I think it was Anti-Conspiracy Channel said it, all skin folks is not our kin folks. All your relatives is not for you. All the people that look like you got a skin tone like you It's not for you. They out there to bring you down because you can try to get higher yourself. There's some melanated people, men and women up there doing good things for the community. But look what happened when good things started to happen in the community. That's another one trying to bring it down. You see what I'm saying? That's another one trying to break it down. Who called just like the other show I did about friends? Look what's starting to happen now. These so-called friends started to get these women's in trouble, and they wound up disappearing because they jealous, jealousy and envy. And some of us, as melanated people, let pride get in our way. What y'all think about uh, uh, our community? Some of us in our community let our pride get in our way. Be Rob.
Man, and that's what brings us down is our pride. Our pride, like I always say, man, pride comes before the fall. And I want to get on, but on with on Papa Will and the rest of y'all. You know, you were talking about big bro, the crime rate. The government want the crime rate to go up. That's how they get paid. That's how
Yep,
they get paid.
yep.
Without the goddamn crime going around, ain't no money around. It's just like enabling all that. Hold on for a minute. People want to call me when I'm trying to do something. Moving on. Let me continue, big bro. Back to what
Go
I was
ahead.
saying. Um, they need the money, the crime rate. Cause we hear this every day. Oh, somebody doing this. Now y'all heard about what happened today. They saying like Tupac's so-called allegedly killer that got arrested. Or who, the person who killed Tupac allegedly who did got arrested today. I know y'all heard about that situation. It's like that's how they get their money. You know, even though he did it, he probably I don't know. I don't know what he really did it or not. Allegedly, they said he did was the one that killed Tupac, but that's not the part I'm talking about. But back to the crime rate I'm talking about. They need that money. You know, the crime rate makes money. It's just like you got to have chaos. You got to have chaos so they can have the so-called heroes to clean it up and take the credit of it. It's like they throw the guys out there to do dirt, and then have another guy during people to go out there and clean it up. It's all a script. It's all a damn script. It's like okay, send those guys out there to fuck some shit up. And then we'll send the other guys out there to clean it up and let them know that we did that for the kindness of our heart. And we like boo boo the fools thinking that, oh man, that's how it's supposed to be. No, man, it's all like a setup. It's almost like a game. And we just like, we just pawns in the game, but we don't know what's being played. That is our problem. That's what I'm saying, man. We can't fall for the old okie doke. We got to open our eyes real wide, spiritually, mentally. It can't be blind. We got to wake up, people. They want this to happen. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna ask Mom about this. Is she ain't at the stove? Is our community? We had people have businesses, all that stuff, right? And it's not the other people that doing it to us. We doing it to ourselves. Why do you think that we doing it to ourselves? How you think we doing it to ourselves?
You said how or why?
Why? Why? You can get a how too. You can get a how and a why you want to. I just want to know why are we doing it? Why are some people in our community doing it to their own people?
I mean, you can go all the way back to where we were actually selling each other. So it's like we always, I don't, I don't know. It's like we've been programmed to not like each other or to pretend that we do until that person soars over you and then or maybe not even soar over you. You just may feel some type of way about them. And so now all of a sudden you start talking about them disparaging instead of collaborating with them, and then both of you can soar in whatever directions is you meant for you to soar in. It's like it's a lot of comparing instead of like we can compete all day long. I like competing, like friendly competitions. That's great, but we don't have to compare what we have to each other. Like we'll sit on here, and I heard another content creator say this. Like we'll sit on here and talk about got no car, and then that person that's doing it sitting there on the bus line too, which is nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, how are you talking about somebody else necessity that they don't have? Or maybe they feel like it's not a necessity. They may live in a city where the train or the subway is what's known, so they don't need a car. But I'm saying, like, the people that are talking about that person are guilty of that same thing. Like, ha, you don't have a job. They don't either. Ha. They talking about somebody that's working a business every day, but then all they do is just sit on YouTube or just comment in somebody's chat, but they don't have a job nor a business either. It's I mean, it's really sad. Look, it's crazy. My 9-year-old daughter right here, she was about to say it for me. She just said it's sad, and she's 9.
I could read her mind. She said the same thing every day.
Girl, right? Because that's what's going on in the world. The same thing.
Hey, Bobo. You know what? That's out of the mouth of a babe. Out of a baby. That's out of the mouth of a baby. She's she in tune. I know mom got them in tune right now. What's going on? See, and that's it. Lovely said, generation after generation after generation. Cause I know everybody on this panel grew up around a community where a neighbor could say something to you, and your mom and dad they had nothing to say, but look at you, and they got on your butt, right? But now you got this government thing. I ain't saying nothing wrong with the government helping out a family that need help, but that's only to help you get where you want to get to. It's up to you to build yourself up. But also, it, that we don't have people like that in our community, right? But other people want to get mad when we say something to somebody kid because they doing something wrong. They want to get mad because when they say something to somebody else, they want to get mad. They know what that tells me. They still got them damn blinders on. And, and just like Michael said, they're being hoods with horn swallow, led astray. See, we got to get back in line to what we were meant to be. Well, not saying meant to be, meant to do. See, we all got a calling. Mom most got a calling. She doing her thing. B Rob, you got a calling. Papa Will got a calling. Everybody got a calling. But who heeds to their calling, they're doing what they're supposed to do. See, my calling was to teach and educate my people so they can get the knowledge. And then guess what? I give you the knowledge. You go do the research. Guess what? It's up to you to do what you want to do with it. Mom, Bo, you got your thing going on. You teaching, you educate. It's up to people to do what they want to do with what you give them and go do their research. Be real, same thing with you. Papa will say same thing with you. We have this conversation on this panel. Is that what is a conversation that we need to have, and that they don't want us to have? They want us be divide. Want us to be divided. Who will agree with me that they want us to be divided?
My
Man, that
hand
was
is
the
up
whole
on
game
that.
all the way. Go ahead, Papa Real, sir. Go ahead, sir.
No, I said he said who? I said my red hand is up on that one. I believe it. I believe it. You
And
know,
Big Bro,
I
man.
believe.
They want this all along. They want us to be apart. They want us to be divided. Because if we ever get the chance to get together, we can take them out. We can overcome them. We can overrun them out of power. Overrun them out of power, and we can have our own rights to do where we need to put, where we ever please.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna ask this question right here. I'm gonna ask this question right here. Do y'all think I could be ever be a politician?
No,
Papa
No,
Will, Mom
no,
Boss,
I don't think so.
Mom Boss. You think I ever could be a politician?
Mambo's probably still busy.
Yeah. What you think? I'm gonna tell you why I think I can't be a politician. One, all my dirt be already out there. Two, you can't grease my hand. Three, I'm too smart. I'm too knowledgeable of what really going on. What do you think the reason why I can't be a politician? Be wrong.
Because you speaking too much truth. You gonna say some stuff that probably hurt their feelings and want to tell you to be quiet. They might put you. Cause basically, how these cats are talking, they're reading from a damn piece of paper, or they're telling you or follow a script.
Yeah,
That's what that
yeah.
is. We gonna talk too much truth. They gonna take in there with blasphemy. Oh, you are supposed to say that. No, no, man, you're hiding a lot of things behind the scenes that you don't want us to know about. So if
There you
D True
go.
would have been, if D True would have got there and spoke those words, y'all ain't gonna like what the man gonna have to say because y'all don't want y'all dirt be dug up. So y'all know y'all got plenty of dirt behind the scenes that you don't want none of us to know about. And D True know what is going on, and he opened his mouth. Y'all probably want to do something to that man.
Lovelace, you are right about that. I can't be led. How can you lead somebody that already is a leader?
Yeah.
Papa Will, can you lead somebody that already is a leader?
Nope. All you can do is kill him.
And what do you think they wind up doing to me if I was a
You
politician?
know.
They had to get
You
rid of me,
know.
wouldn't
Yes,
Yeah, they just kill you off. They wouldn't. If you was a politician at the city level, you know what is it? A councilman. If you was a
they?
councilman and you expressed your type of opinion and your strategic position on what comes out your mouth, they wouldn't let you get past that. Your own constituents would fight you on that to see if they could break you to get you to the point where you start screaming and yelling.
Hmm. I'm gonna tell you this right here. One, at one time, I wanted to be a politician, right? At one time, because I wanted to better my community, better my constituents, right? And I thought about it. Hmm, I be stopped at every turn of the door to better the community that I represent, right? I said, wait a minute, it's a way around that. I can better my community without being in politics. Then then when that comes along and people start to listen, they want to name me, they want to call me they want to say, oh, he a terrorist, he a radical, right? They would call
Yeah,
somebody like me, right? I'd rather be a terrorist than a radical teacher teaching and educating my people on the right thing, what's really going on in the government and in in this life to wake them up. Cause we know that some is not going to wake up, right? Some going to stay asleep.
hmm
And this movie right here, and they clone Tyrone is an eye opener. The stuff that's really going on. Why do you think they didn't want to put that in the movie theater? They didn't want people to see it, right?
no, they don't.
They didn't want our people to see it, right?
Mm-mm.
Especially people like us. What what would you think if people like us saw that movie in the theater? What would you think would happen?
Shoot, don't think they want to find out. They've been lied to for all these many years, decades, and centuries. 'Cause we've been going by what we know from generation after generation after generation. We're going by what somebody told us. Let's just be real, big bro. Let's just be real over here. All the stuff we learned from school, that been told to us. That we like the history books. All that somebody wrote that for us to think that what happened or whatever it happened. History book. Somebody wrote that and told that some person to write that and telling it, and telling it. So basically, this is something that somebody told us that what happened. Really,
Yep.
deep down, we don't know what happened. We're just going by what we know. It's
Yep.
like the he say she say type of shit.
Yeah. Respect to Scott Sweezy. What movie you haven't seen, Lovelace? They clone Tyrone. You need to watch that movie. You need to watch that movie. It give you a different perspective of what's really going on in this world and what's going on. And I think it's another movie I want to do, want us to watch, right? And think about it. Think about this for a minute. Respect the Bivin. Think about it.
Continue, big bro.
I'm reading the chat. I'm
Okay.
reading the chat. I'm reading the chat. Mom boss, if we can, I'm gonna say I'm trying to pick a day that we can all watch it. We're gonna have to all watch it backstage because you know how these folks is. You know how these folks is. We're gonna watch it again. Cause we need this to get out. We need to get this knowledge out to our people. We need to get it out. Cause how the well you're gonna take away CRT is not being taught in school. CRT can be taught at home, which it should be taught at home. How you gonna lock up teacher up for telling the truth about the real story? Sounds of Freedom. Okay. Okay. I got. Let me write that down. I'm see can I. Hey, my boss. I'm see can I find it? And when I find it, we're gonna watch it next Friday. We're gonna watch it next Friday backstage. Cause we need this knowledge. I want this knowledge. My boss, if you can hear me, do you want this knowledge? If I will, do you want this knowledge?
Oh,
Do you want this
I
knowledge?
feel, I live that knowledge. Let
Yeah,
me
I've been
tell
on.
mom boss
Yeah,
real quick though. You know how I
more and
am.
more
You know how
knowledge.
I
Yeah.
do.
I'm gonna ask
Mom
mom about
boss.
this. Hold on. I'm gonna ask mom about this question.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask mom about this question right here. You teaching your kids the real story, aren't you?
Yes, most definitely. Because they surely ask questions. When my daughter had a physical for sports, and on the one of the forms was a whole sexual orientation form, and it had like, are you straight, hip, homo, I don't know, trans, size, five, side. And she was like, Mama, what's all this stuff on here? And why wouldn't someone know what they are? And I was like, baby, I honestly can't even. I'm like, because we're supposed to be a woman or a man, so I can't like just I don't know how to explain to her how someone wouldn't know what they are when we know what we are born as.
Because they put he, she, Z, they, other.
Hey, mom boss. Mom boss, can you make
Hey, that's again out of a mouth of a baby.
Mom, boss, can you make sure your daughter can't hear what we're saying for a minute? Because there's a traumatic expression of what that is. Can you because if she don't need to know, she don't need to know because it's gonna come to her. But what
I
they're
sent
trying to
her to
find
the room,
figure out,
but I'll let you know if she knew or not. But I sent her to the other room.
okay, what they're trying to find out at the earliest possible school age they can, where sexuality develops in youth today. Meaning that what age does a populace of boys realize that you know they're gay? The same thing for girls. Where at a point in a child's life does it start to show effects of becoming a bully or a murderer or a violent criminal? And they're doing these tests like what you're saying right there to see if they can pinpoint a segment of age group of when that becomes prevalent, when they start to realize it. Because you're not born straight, you're born human, and
Yep.
a point in mind you develop all those other directions. Like we all as humans think about gayness. We all think
Mm.
about being robbers and criminals and shooters and killers. We all think about it, but like they said, when I was going to school back in college in psychology, you personally make a determination to be or not to be. Then he wanted to start talking about God. God gives you freedom of expression, freedom of choice. And no, keep it psychological that in the development of the mind of humans, we come to a distinct crossroad where we choose that next step. And then that's what we become. It ain't what your mama says or your daddy tells you or what you see on TV or what you hear in school. It's you. It's already in
Yep.
you. It's already in you. But at a
Yep.
point, you come to a crossroad where it becomes the development of your mind
Yeah.
and becomes reality.
Yeah.
You,
But
you,
what?
you,
Hey, probably will. Hey, probably will. But then it
mm,
again on that same line, it don't help when the government is pushing that agenda. See what I'm saying? The government is pushing that
oh,
agenda,
yeah,
but
yeah,
but
it
but
does.
it's up to the parent. Let's get Miss April Shower chance get in. What you think about that movie, and what's your opinion on that movie, is Miss April?
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to come over and support you because I still got a show coming on. Uh,
Me too.
they and of course, we all a family, so I'm gonna come over and support you. They cloned Tyrone. I thought was the most realistic movie
You went out for a minute
to
there, Miss April.
That's
us
April.
all of these.
Miss April,
Pardon me?
you going in and out.
Okay, for those, can you hear me now?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
got you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thanks for allowing me to come up here. I wanted to come and support you. The
Yeah,
movie they
yeah, you know
cloned
always.
is the
Go ahead.
most realistic movie to let people know that we have been lied to. Everything about this United States of America, this whole country was built on a lie.
Hmm.
And they have used our people to program us, to destroy us. I can remember even people going crazy over the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. I could remember getting my hair permed and thinking, you know what? These chemicals too close to my scalp. Maybe this ain't right. But what I love the most about the movie is they're letting you know. They've been telling us all of these years, y'all, what they've been doing in these movies. You had Men in Black. They showed you how they experimenting with people. Uh, what's the one with the body parts where they were down in the basement? They people have been telling us exactly what's going on in the world. And some of it has been right in front of our face, but yet we didn't want to believe it. You know, everything that the government told us was a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory, it was the truth. They told us we didn't have aliens. You know, wasn't no aliens here. Okay, that's a lie. They have been here, you know.
Yeah.
And so they
You're right.
programmed us, and I feel like our race of people the most, and we hate each other so much. I like the way they all came together for that movie, and I wish we can all come together.
I
So
believe we can. I believe we can get
yeah.
together.
See,
I believe
is
we
it?
can.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. Mom Boss, April Shower, B Rob, Hot Wheel, Chat. What's gonna happen is, like I keep saying this. I've said this before. Probably will attest to this. I've said it before. 40 to 30 to 40 years from now, every, every melanated king and queen are gonna come together, and this, as Ms. April said, United States Snakes of America, it is not gonna be no more. It's not gonna be no more. So, if you notice, our kids are smarter than they give them credit for,
Hmm.
and we can't just go tell our children any old thing, can we?
Not anymore, you can't.
No, you
They,
can't.
cause they do more research than we do. That some of us do.
Exactly.
They do more research than we some of us do.
Yeah.
But some of our people, some of our people, for example, got their blinders on.
Hmm.
They can't see. Then they got them earplugs in. They can't hear. You know, reason they got the blinders on, the earplugs in, cause they like what's going on. They like people controlling them. They don't want to see what's going on. They show don't want to hear what's going on. Stop me if I'm wrong. Stop me if I'm wrong. See, that's why we gotta teach our kids, our children. That's why I teach my niece that majority of the thing you see, some of the stuff you see is not real. It's fictitious. It's a strip. They going by a strip. Why you think they doing that in Florida about them books? Trying to lock the teachers up. Why you think they doing that in California?
Hmm.
Why you think they
Yeah.
doing all different stuff? Why you think that happened in Flint, Michigan? Why you think that water wars that happened in Mississippi?
Yeah.
Why you think all these bad storms that? How many times have y'all seen big heavy rain in New York? How many times have you seen a big hurricane hit New York?
It's
Up
been a
there,
minute.
New York and New Orleans,
yeah,
they always got something happening to them because
yeah,
them waters, too
yeah,
many of our people
yeah.
is in
But
them waters.
yeah, but what I was saying is, look how that water is up north is not as warm as it is down here. But
No.
look at the change of the weather. How many real winters have we had?
Not many.
See, y'all remember when the Steph Bomber came out, right? See,
Hmm.
it was a big old secret first, right? Till till they made up that lie about that it was about the oil, about going to get about going to get whatever that guy name over there. All of a sudden they bring out the Steph Bomber. What people
Hmm.
fail to realize is, yeah, that was alien. And guess what? We all aliens. We all aliens.
Who knows?
Think about it.
Hmm.
So when we who that echo? I kind of I hear some back. Yeah, Mother Nature getting tired of the pollution. Love Lace, you said that right. You said that right there. Mother Nature getting tired of the pollution. We are the problem. Till our people realize that we are the problem, that would not be a solution. Till we come together, it would not be a solution. To the whoever the people behind the people is, like Papa Will said, like the movie said, whoever would have thought they cloned Tyrone, a black man would have been behind it himself. When y'all first watched that movie, I want to get the answer for everybody. Who do you thought? What skin tone did you think the person behind that clone of Tyrone? Who did you thought it was? What skin tone did you think it was, or she was?
I ain't gonna
Miss
lie.
April. Miss April.
It's April,
Yeah,
man.
Who do you thought was
yeah.
behind that cloning?
Pardon me.
Hold on. I said who did you thought behind that cloning or Tyrone?
Cloning. I think it was rich people.
What skin
Well,
tone were they?
I
Were they?
think it
Were
was
they?
like um to control the black people, um and to make money off of us. I think it was all of the rich people, the rich families, because we're into everything they show. We want to look good. We gonna buy the cars. We want our hair to be straight. We don't like our nappy hair. You know, we love chicken. I'm surprised they didn't have a watermelon commercial in there. They know we're not gonna stick together. They know about us. They studied us. Shit, they made us who we are. We are still messed up from slavery. They made us just the way we are. We don't like each other because some are light skinned and dark skinned. We don't like each other because some of us don't talk proper. We don't like each other because some and some people are just content with just being regular people. But because those that want to go to college or get PhD degrees, then we think they bougie instead of accepting the knowledge. We have been brainwashed in slavery. And I'll mute my mic.
All right. B Rob. Who did you thought? What skin tone did you thought was behind that cloning of Tyrone? What skin tone you thought that was?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was white. And what Miss April Shaw was talking about, rich white people, maybe a little dose of black, but most I think it was just white people. Because it's just like always been controlled by them. And we don't know what the real truth about like months ago. We didn't know and what Papa will be talking about. We didn't know none of this when he was talking about, but I know some of part of me knew like I never was from no Africa. I was born here because I keep saying this all the time. I'm half black and I'm half Cherokee, so I'm always been here. This is my home, regardless of what people would say. So I actually thought it was white folks that did that so they could try to control.
Okay.
But thank God I was wrong. It was him. It was the real Tyrone.
Mom boss, who you thought what skin tone? What did you I'm gonna get my answer after I get Papa Will. What skin tone did you thought was behind that cloning Tyrone?
White. And when y'all watch it a couple of more times, you're gonna realize that it was white. He just decided a long time ago that he was tired of seeing his community that same way. So he decided to help them out. And that's how he became in charge, because he got old over all the years that he was helping them out, giving them information on how we respond to things and how we react to things. Like, I've watched that movie so many times and learned something new every time I watch it. But yeah, so even though he was in charge that we saw at the end, he's not the one that started it. They were already doing it to us, and he decided to help them out pretty much. That's what he said. That's what he was telling the other Tyrone, the one that he thought was the newest clone, but it really was the original one, because he really didn't get shot by the drug dealer. That was just the plan to get him into the lab, because they knew that they were going to make another clone of him. So they used that clone to clone the security Tyrone looking one. So that's why he was able to. That's why he was able to command him to shoot the old Tyrone, because he was the other clone.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense. Papa Will, same question. He probably talking to his sponsor. And,
No,
and, and
no,
what?
go there with me, because I have to unmute myself, because somebody now already got the water running in the kitchen sink trying to talk about. But yeah, I don't want to be influenced by the other people's answers. But when I watched this movie years ago, I thought it was a black conspiracy, just in the way that it was moving along. I don't know, I'm a writer, and I'm an objective thinker, and I can see through bullshit real simply. But I thought by the time they showed him, and
Mm-hmm.
from what he was saying this time, because having to read it is different from seeing and hearing, right? You can read something and you can understand every word, whereas if you're listening to something only, you only catch the words that apply to your conscious thinking. So I thought, but he said that there was people above him, but he never said or showed a white man above him. That's why I'm saying, you see the position that the white man had, that while Tyrone was talking to Tyrone, the white man was out in the hallway trying to kill Tyrone's co-partners,
Yeah.
instead of being in the office behind the glass window when Tyrone was killed by Tyrone. Young Tyrone kills older Tyrone, and then the white man comes out from behind. That's typically how they've always used to make movies. But it put me in the mind, now everybody that's ever seen Django, it put me in the
Yeah.
mind of Django. That
Yeah.
just when we thought that all that slavery shit was true, here it is. We find out from Samuel L. Jackson that that's his place, and the white man was just his front. See, and that's what I mean when I say the white man is not run this country. The white man's only been here since the 80s. I mean, the 1800s. And it made me think about a person you guys probably never heard of. Any of y'all ever heard of Woodrow Wilson?
Yeah.
This man wrote a whole encyclopedia lying to the whole educational, business, advertising, TV, newspaper system. He wrote a whole encyclopedia to whitewash all the truth, just
Yeah.
wiped out the truth. And
Yeah.
still today, they are not free to relinquish that control that Woodrow Wilson put on our societies. And he was one of the most heavily racist people ever get a public office, that he put into position. Tell America this lie right here. Tell white people, black people, Chinese people, anybody to get into the educational system, that black people ain't shit. And you know why he did that? Because he was born in the late 1850s, before the Civil War ended, where Abraham Lincoln created a document called the Emancipation Proclamation that would have passed would have enslaved all the white people in America at that time. All of them would have been indentured servant. Forget that. Slaves. All of them. You know, and he grew up in that time period. And so he took it just like Piso, the family that wrote the New Testament to the Bible and created a Jesus Christ to destroy the Jews. And who do you think was black? Piso was black. And who do you think he was fighting? He was fighting the Jews. And what do you think the Jews were? The Jews were black too. And there was no white person over him. There was no white person over Black King James that wrote the 1611 Enoch Bible from the transcripts of the lost files that were found in the caves. I'm saying white people ain't in charge. So when that movie ended right there with dude being black, I think that's as far as it went. Now, when he said the people above me, he might have been talking about his financiers, but he could have been talking about Morisco Moors, Sephardic Jews, which all came to America in the 16, 17, 1800s as crypto Christians, pretendos, and created their own secret society called the Illuminati. I ain't gonna talk too much on that because that made my computer stop the other day.
Yeah.
There ain't no one person higher in the masonry than the black people that created it. And this is a black world. This country is made up of Native Americans. And Bob, B-Rob, you said it. You ain't half black and half Native American. If you're a mulatto, it's because one side of your ancestry is European.
Yeah.
See? The brainwashing got you thinking that part of me is black that came over in ships as slaves. Wasn't no such people came here. Only people came over here as slaves was Southeast Asians and white people and black people from England when they got deposed. They said, man, we don't want you around here. Get on that ship. Get out of here. We're going to send you to our Native American people in America that we trade with. So, my opinion, that dude was the end of the line in that movie. And I believe it was written and directed and developed that way to see that if something like this is going to happen, why is it always got to come down on the so-called Negroes, the so-called black people, the so-called African American? Why does that kind of story got to end with on us? Because the white man ain't got no story, so he makes up stories about us.
Yeah.
And he puts white people in there in the position, so we all think it was white. I think that Google, Wikipedia, I think those two people need to be sued for the lies that if you go look up King James VI, they're going to show you a bunch of white people. That's a damn lie. They need to be stricken down and thrown in jail somewhere for running that lie. You know, you can't go. I've seen some shit that was talking about the evolution of man that ended with a white man with a beard. That people that put that shit up there, it's guilty. They all need to go to jail for telling that damn lie. And I want y'all to wake up. I told you, I don't just do this on here. Everywhere I go, I engage white people that go and bring me back stories about black people that made it. You know, we talk about reparations. Wasn't no such thing as no reparations. There was no such thing as reparations because one Spanish king said there should be for all the devastation they did to creating the biggest. What do we claim? Germany is guilty of in World War II?
Concentration camp. Holocaust.
But I mean the Holocaust. The Holocaust, the biggest Holocaust ever occurred was a black king and a black pirate came to the islands and the southern part of America to the southern South Americas killing off Native Americans and hauling them off as slaves to Europe or to Southern America or to Florida to grow rice and to grow sugar cane. Native Americans, we don't get along with each other because one side of us are bad guys, the kind that don't hunt and that only hunt and gather, and they look for everybody that's in the plantation side, that grows crops. Those the people don't fight back. So they invaded all those countries. I mean, all those native communities in this country. Why? Because they looked just alike.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this right here. It's this what we talking about. Yes, we are talking about the movie. And my point is there always somebody behind somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when they started the war on drugs, right? Remember that, right?
Go ahead, big bro.
Yeah.
It was never no cause for no war on no drugs till they put that crack in our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, until black people started selling drugs to white people.
Yeah.
Then they had a problem.
But
it was a big to wipe out black people.
Yeah, and think about this. It was all this media attention about cracking down on drugs, right? Back then. Mm-hmm. But think about this. Did they ever cry when the white people start using meth, heroin, and start kicking over? You didn't hear nothing. You didn't hear no people about that. You didn't hear nothing about that war on drugs on that. You don't hear about that. Let go lock the people out there selling that. Right? You didn't hear about going locking up the clear folks for doing that, did you?
No.
But we as a community, us as a community, like nobody I brought up the kids that's smarter than they give them credit for. They go on doing all the research and see if the teachers or the professor or they mom or dad or the government telling them the truth about stuff. And now they starting to find out the government is not telling the truth about a bunch of things. Why do you think this movie didn't hit the theaters? How many eyes would have been open to the truth if they wouldn't see that movie?
Man, been a bunch of eyes been watching, be open and saw that movie. It was real point blank period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say respect to my Cali brother, Kiwi LA. I know you probably watching. I seen Shawana Williams. Respect to you. And Still J said this right here, which I find is true. We love white baby. Well, I'm gonna change that. Some of us love white baby Jesus more than our own brothers and sisters. But talk, what she said, talk our stuff.
Yeah,
that is true. See, like I said, we like I told B-Roll one day. I told the chat. We as a community, a lot of us goes to that church building to listen to pastor, preacher, minister, bishop, whoever up in that over a pulpit talk. But then ask for this and ask for that for the so-called building church for to help pay bills. But yet they getting a paycheck. They big paycheck. They make more than some of us make. Living in a big house and driving fancy cars, right? And talk about some of us, and some of them talking about about the white Jesus. But how many of those pastors that do all that talking come out to tell the truth? How many of them pastors, preachers, I don't care what the denomination, I don't care what community, whatever, come out and say, hey, I don't want the money.
I ain't heard nobody say that.
Well, my pastor, he
But
doesn't get a chance. I just want to say
Hold
that.
on,
but D True.
What you said? Hold up, Pop Will. Let Mom. What you said, Mom Boss?
The pastor of our church, he does it for the people. He does not receive a check. He don't live in a big house. He don't drive a fancy car. None of that.
See, that's what I call somebody doing the right thing. But majority, I ain't saying all of them, but some of them. Like I had this pastor, right?
My pastor do the same thing. He's look out for the people. He always
Uh,
look out for people that's suffering and whatnot as well. And he was
You
a
could
good guy.
tell. See, you could tell somebody who preached the word, and when that preacher, minister, whoever it is that preaching the word, and it hits some of the people, certain people in the church building the wrong way, they feel some type of way, they get rid of that person, don't they?
Yeah,
Indeed.
I
Continue.
feel that way. They would get rid of me if they heard what I be saying. They would get rid of me.
Oh wow, Papa will. Yes, they will. I'm telling you that
Yeah,
right now.
Shoot, they get
because
rid of me.
I'm gonna put
Yeah,
this,
I give it
I'm
all
gonna
of
put
us,
this
man.
bomb, I'm gonna put this bomb out there, and so that I can start getting some haters. I'm gonna say it. That D Truth, what you just said,
Hmm.
you went headed down that road, and instead of going straight, you veered off, and you veered off of what preachers say in church. No preacher in church will tell you the truth that Catholicism is not the source of original Christianity, and that the Piso family created Jesus Christ. They won't do that. They have right there in every black person's church. There's a cross up there with a white Jesus on. And do you know that the cross is an atonement item from Native Americans, as well as the SWAT sticker,
Hmm. Never
Mm.
heard that.
charm.
Continue, Papa will. Continue on that. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
Those are charm elements from Native America that was given to the the uh, the Asiatics. You know, when I say Asiatic, I'm talking about Far East Asia all the way through Europe, Asia
Yeah.
Minor. That cross was taken to them, and Christianity is a pagan religion where
Yeah.
they ate
Just,
people.
yeah. And probably, and just like these holidays, just
Oh
like
man,
these
don't talk about
so-called holidays. See, and thing is, and think what they did with the cross with
yeah,
the Ku Klux Klan. And see,
yeah.
they see every time somebody creates something that is good, somebody come and
It's
turn
been
it
turned
decide.
bad.
Yeah. See,
Been
as
turned bad.
we
Okay, I
yeah.
got one for you. Then I gotta go pee real quick, and then I'll be quiet. Okay. Look, next month we got what coming up? Columbus Day. And you know what the same thing is on that day? Native American Appreciation Day. What the hell does that mean? Christopher Columbus was a crook. He was a pirate. Him and King George the Fifth from Spain came over and stole 11 million Native American people and killed them. That's why. That's why the guy that was in charge of the Nazi Germans, he knew we wouldn't get in the war. Why? Because he was over there killing black people in his concentration camps, and we done killed millions of them. And he thought they ain't gonna get in this war with me. I ain't doing nothing different than they did. It's in his book. So now I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. Respect the Amber Age of truth. You are right. We all look here. Not only us melanated people, not only the Caucasian, not only the Asian, not only the Hispanic, everybody on this so-called planet been lied to. It been lied to. It all like we said. It's a game. It's all a script. So we know somehow people gonna open their eyes. We know we gonna when we teaching, we educating, we educating people so they can open their eyes so they go do do their what? Research. That's all I ask. Go do your research. Cause I'm asking my about can anybody come tell you anything that really that you already know that you know for certain? Can they come talk to you about this? That the subject that we're talking about? B Rob?
Now without showing me some evidence.
See, a whole lot of people like, oh, I want to see the paperwork. But who write the papers? Who write the books? Man write the books, right? You got to do a whole lot of research. Let me see. What little they say? Okay. Yeah, we already know he ain't white. We already know he ain't white. Amber. Let me see. Especially a lot of us keep the line going for a generation. For yeah, a whole lot of us keep the line going. It
Mhm.
tried to
Yep,
it tried to break that lie. It tried to break that
yep,
generational gap.
yep, yep.
It tried to break it. And what we doing right now, we have a conversation about the generational gap, the lies that have been told, all the conspiracy theory they want us to believe, which we know is not a conspiracy, which is why you think some of these folks get somehow shut up, get put away, so to speak, get their mouth
Basically,
closed.
saying they get silenced.
Yeah.
Yep. Jesse Jackson went from being an adult comedian to
All right, my
being
boss. All right, my boss. Go ahead and finish what you're doing. Hey, I'm glad you was up here, cause I'm gonna look at that movie. I'm looking at that movie, and like I said, next Friday, I don't know what time. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's gonna be showed backstage. We're gonna find all these movies that got some kind of. See, can we find out what it what that movie is, what it does, what it is it showing us what happened today. There's a lot of movies that shows what's going on, but we gotta open our eye.
Yes, we do. Hey, Papa Will, what you about to say, sir?
Oh no,
Papa
wait a
Will.
minute. Probably we got to be back muted.
Oh yeah.
you know, I was muted because it all came. Hey, what I was trying to say, B. Rob, is that we as humans, that's what we are as humans. The
Okay.
terminology for race means that sociologically, you're positioning of the people you gather with. Like you could call us a race of YouTubers. We're a race. But when it comes down to the bottom line of people, we are all humans. And it is time like you understand, my boss understands, the truth you understand. The more people need to start telling the truth to the point where TV starts telling the truth. News reporters start telling the truth. The newspaper itself. I was going to share this before when I mentioned about there was no such thing as reparations. Well, one of the white guys that I associate with, that I call brother at the VA hospital, he came and brought me a newspaper article, and the first thing I saw on it said Trump. And I'm like, okay, what is this about Trump? What's Trump going to do something good or bad for black people? And it wasn't that at all because he showed me the side he wanted me to see. And this is in the Wall Street Journal, dated Thursday, August 24th, 2023. The black homesteaders, that's what really did happen in this country. Was they using the word dodge to hijack, they used the word black, but they were talking about Native Americans that have been freed by Native Americans in the southern United States, and they offered them land. They moved other Native Americans in the north over and gave land to Native Americans that had been freed from other Native Americans. So with all that kind of stuff going on back and forth, yeah, it's hard for us to think one people because we're not. You know, ancestrally, I'm Peoria, Cahokia, Native American. You could be Cherokee. You could be Blackfoot. You could be Iroquois. You could be South American. You know, you could be an Aztec. But when we come where we're at now in our sociological development, we got to understand that we are all melanated people, and every non-melanated people you see are descendants of melanated people. Because there are Native American tribes that colors go from non-melanated all the way to super black. One tribe. They all from that same tribe, blue eyes, freckles, the whole thing is right there in that one tribe. And so I got to get ready for my show, and I don't want to carry what we learned here over into it. But I want to say this: we as people, whether you believe totally or not, just with the part you believe that you've researched, that you found to be the truth. That's why I do readings, because if you catch me at the beginning, it shows where this information is coming from. It shows who wrote this information from the person that actually was there, not talking off the top of their head, trying to brainwash black people, because we do enough of that already. We're our biggest enemy. We need to stop being our biggest enemy. We need to put the guns on down.
Yep.
For one, and let our
Yep.
tongues not be the knife in another non-melanated person's back, because non-melanated people know that their ancestors were slaves in this country and not
Yeah.
Native Americans. They know this. But if we
Yeah.
go around thinking that that's our enemy, guess who's getting over? The person that is our real enemy. That native, that swarthy, complected person whose whole itinerary runs this world. You know, the Pope ain't
Okay.
always been white, and it's always been in Italy. So I'm done, y'all. I
Okay.
gotta go.
All right.
Waiting
Thank,
to finish talking.
God bless you, sir. Salute to you, Papa Will, sir.
thank you, Papa Will. Thank you for coming. And I want to read this right here. Stay is still Jay. No, all the movies don't have to be black. I just the thing is I'm showing movies. We won't watch movies that's showing what's going on in the world today that they do not want us to know. I'm gonna go. You said the island. I will go look that movie up. I'm going to watch it. All right. Then I'm gonna put a poll up on my community wall. Which one we gonna watch first, right?
Yeah,
Which
continue.
and which one get the most votes? That's the one we're gonna watch first in the backstage. But you're gonna have to be able to get it backstage. Get your stuff straightened out, Jay. And Amber, thank you for coming in, joining us. Hey, you know I always appreciate you. You got some knowledge. And you're right, Lovelace. This is But what's the whole world is a business. The whole world is a business. Is a corporation. The whole world is a corporation. We are spirits, just in a matter form.
Yep, in human form.
And what we go through day in and day out, what we go through day in and day out, is that we got our eyes open. We are not asleep. We are not the sleep sheep like everybody claim want us to be. See, I'm not asleep. I'm woke, but I ain't not that woke.
Now what they talking about nowadays, the woke people. The woke people ain't really woke. They acting like they woke. They don't even know what woke mean. They just want to say it because it sounds cool.
Yeah, you're right. See, we are what you call, I ain't gonna say woke. We are the ones that
Our eyes
is
are open, bro. Our eyes
eyes
are
open. and we see things clearly. See, they don't like it. They don't like our people like us. They don't
No.
like people in the chat. If you have a channel, if you have a channel, and you see the replay, please share this on your page, on your channel. If you was in here and you got a channel and you're a content creator, I'm talking about real content creator. I ain't talking about that beefy stuff. I'm talking about real life stuff that goes on that we need to be woken up to.
Hmm.
See, I know there's gonna be some people out there mad at us. We don't care.
Hey, they always gonna be mad at us. We don't give a damn. Let them be mad at us because we speaking the facts. The truth hurts. They can't handle the truth.
But hey, still Jay, I know you got a channel, but you don't create content. But guess what you can do? You can share my content on it if you want to. I give you permission to. And we got to stay focused. Stay focused on what is at hand. Stay focused on what they're trying to do to stay focused on being ourselves. Stay focused on speaking the truth. You're right, Lovelace. The message will get to people there who want it.
They really do need it. They need to know the truth. They need to know the truth right now. Now is the time to find out what's really been going on behind the scenes, what people ain't telling us. And let me tell you this real quick, and I'm probably gonna let you, continue talking. What Papa Will said was some straight up facts. Most people, some of them don't believe, agree with what he got to say, but be true. That man went way deep in that rabbit hole. I don't know
I
how
know.
deep that's. I'm talking about he went deep in that rabbit hole you talked about.
I told you, I don't care who, what government, whatever. We go down some rabbit holes. Don't I say we're going down the rabbit hole? Did I say that before I went
Hmm.
live? Did I say that when I said we're going to do this today? Did I say we're going to go down that rabbit hole? Did I say that?
Oh yes, man. I believe. Shoot, I'm with you, bro.
Mm-hmm. And this what Amber said right here. I got my truth live taken down and banned for a week. Just getting it back around. You know what I told them, Amber? See, they impeding on your freedom of speech. Tell you why they're impeding on your freedom of speech. Because they want the truth to come out. See, I told them, hey, if you take mine down, you're true on my freedom of speech. And I meant what I said. And they're going to be cause a lawsuit against them. So what I'm saying is hurting your feelings, YouTube, any other social media network that I want to put it on, go right ahead.
Hmm.
Because my people need to hear the truth. So you scared because the people hear the truth, you scared they're gonna turn and see the light. That's what I want them to do, to see the light, what is coming, what's been here in front of them all this time. See, I like going down rabbit holes. I've been going down rabbit holes all my life.
Hmm.
I've been doing different things all my life to open up my people's eyes, other people's eyes, to see the truth.
And
But
what's
they
the
say the
old
truth.
saying goes? What the old
So
saying goes?
go ahead.
Oh, once I'm blind, now I can see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Once
Okay.
I'm blind, no, now I can see everything.
Okay. And there was, let's see, support each. I love that what you said, Lovelace. Support each content creator that is sharing the knowledge that we know we need more of. Okay, stay J. I thank you very much. She said, "Did you low key? You're the only content creator my family can listen to. Cause they say everybody else cuss too much." And Ever said she only do rabbit hole conversation. You already know I do too, so I don't care who like it. Like today, what I did earlier today, Brian, B. Rob,
Uh-huh.
stay J, Lovelace, Amber, everybody else who's still in the chat. I got on the mean ass today, didn't I?
Hmm.
Did I get on the mean butt today?
Yes.
What did I say in that live was wrong?
It's gotta be the truth, man. If you wanna really wanna help people out, you gotta let them know what really hurts them the most, man. Because you gotta be honest with that person. You just can't say like, okay, you just can't agree with what people gotta say and thinking like, oh, that's cool. Like I said before, who are your real friends are, or who are your fake friends? Your fake friends don't give a damn. They agree with you because they yes people. But real friends, if you say something that ain't right, they gonna let you know. They gonna correct you and they gonna tell you off.
Yeah.
That's what real
Uh,
friends do, not
mm,
fake ones.
I'm not laughing at you. I know what Stage J said. Emma said, see, she did a video on taking my freedom of speech away. I always say, is freedom of speech free? To some people, it's not free. To social media, it's not free because they want to take it away from you. They're not taking my, see, they're rather to have me on here than out in the streets. Preaching this knowledge, teaching this knowledge, educated the young folk, educated the older folks like myself, educated the elder folks, get knowledge from them. They rather me ain't be on here teaching, but guess what? I do it on here and out there. Then Stage J said she's a cusser too, but y'all be she said y'all embarrassing. She said y'all be embarrassing her sometimes. She said not me. He said she said not the truth though.
Shit, I'm a cusser too, man. I'm trying to slow down on it. I'm just praying about, praying to the Lord, praying like to calm down, to tone down on the cussing. That's how people get their point across is by cussing, even though it's wrong. But that's how people get their point across.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just,
right.
I'm just being dead ass serious.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. Truth,
And
been.
I apologize to everyone for being that way because personally, I wasn't raised that those kind of words were cursing. What's cursing is a person that wants something that you have and you tell them they can't have it, and then they start wishing death on your mama, your brothers,
Yeah,
your dad. They just
Yes.
yeah,
start cursing you, putting
yeah,
curses on you. And I think that we've gotten away from when you wish bad on somebody, you don't the people that don't consider that as a curse, but they say that these words, that this word, that word, this kind of a word, is a cursing word. Who told us that? You can't read nowhere in nobody. I ain't seen it in none of the knowledge I've gathered where it says that any of those kind of words are curses. But they do explain in the Bible that cursing is when you wish horrible things upon another. And
yep,
they have lots of
yep,
instances in the Old Testament Bible where they say so and so cursed so and so and be damned him. They say it's printed in such a manner that you really have to understand what you're reading and read it over and over and over. I've in the back in the day I read that whole Bible like 7 times to get all the way. I've read the Quran. I've been taught the Quran in Hebrew, and all of this is if I come at you with my gun in my hand or my knife and I'm telling you be damned your mama, be damned, I wish death on all y'all, that is cursing those people. And I personally don't see but I apologize that I say the ones when I get in heated battle or conversation because I don't generally use my favorite words, damn, hell, shit, in the upper level division. But I understand this. I did not learn those words at home around my parents. I learned those words walking to school in the first grade. I came home one day and asked my mama what the word nigger meant. She slapped me.
Huh.
She said, "Where'd you
Oh,
hear that?"
you
I
told
said, "Mama
that.
told me
Yep.
nigger." That whole family, just because they was white, I guess, but that whole family got beat up because Tommy had called me the N word, with the ER on it, like he was mad at me, like he was cursing me. And I've learned that, let's decriminalize that word. The more we use it, the less criminal aspects it can have associated with it. But when I use the word Native American, people shun me when I use that word. They shun me when I say we are Native American. I ain't no damn Indian. But when I told my mom, that we was from Africa, she said, "We ain't from no damn Africa." I'm like, my mama must be crazy. And I've said this to y'all before.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me go research. It made me go, if my mama would tell me that we were not from Africa, then where the hell is she from? So I went and researched the whole family tree. From grandpa. Grandpa, when I met my grandpa, he was already 80 some years old, man. I got uncles and aunties old enough to be my grandparents. But when I sat down with Grandpa Joe, he put it down on me. He told me way before there was any such thing as a white person to this land, there were Native Americans, and that's what we all were. And I said, okay, I guess I got to go along with that. And then I just researched it all the rest of my life, all the way up to now. I've been saying, okay, we're all Native Americans. We all grew up, those older people, we all grew up watching cowboys and Indians. And what did we want to be? And I got taught this in a psychology, a man class, by a black professor. I'll never forget. He said, if somebody was to ask you, who is your hero? First thing off the top of a black person's mind is some white person. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
we
the
can
truth.
Wayne,
Okay.
and Lone Ranger. We didn't know Lone Ranger was a character taken from a black man that was known for always catching his man. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
We didn't know
But
that. We thought the
yeah.
Indian was the bad guy.
But I'm gonna say this right here. Lele said something real good. You see, I gotta highlight it. Freedom of speech is free. However, it does come with some consequences. Just be prepared. I'm always prepared. I'm always thinking ahead. Cause guess what? We are who we are. We are all not who we are. We are not all pure what we are. I'm
I
talking about
like that.
everybody. I'm talking about everybody in the world is not pure who they are. They
Kind
not
of thing,
pure.
big bro.
They are not. Go ahead.
Big bro. We still chained. We still trying to be controlled. They trying to control us. We still in chains. They still want us in chains, and we are not gonna be chained up because we finna speak our truth, if they like it or not. Big bro, you said rabbit hole, bro. This ain't no rabbit hole we going in, bro. We going in a wolf cage. We going in a wolf den, deep in that big mug. We in a big
Yeah.
wolf den. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Amber,
Tell,
you come up. Amber, you come
tell
up.
them to the
yeah,
rabbit
because
hole has
I'm
been run.
Go
We're
ahead and
deeper
speak. Go
than
ahead and
that.
speak.
just being honest, man, because we can't be afraid to speak our real truth. Because if we keep doing that, man, we ain't gonna never be free. We gotta learn how to speak our mind and tell everybody how we really, really feel about what the hell's been going on in this country. Yes, I'm going in that wolf cave. I'm going deep in there because, man, we got to let people know how we really truly feel and be honest. That's why I said the hell with the politics. They be scripted. They are scripted to say these things on live TV to so-called get our hopes up of what's going to be changing in this country. Deep down inside, when they get in these offices, they ain't gonna do nothing what they said they're gonna do. Like I'm hearing about these votes down here in Mississippi, talking about vote for this guy, vote for that guy. Y'all saying this to make us feel good, but knowing full well y'all ain't gonna do a jet blasted thing when y'all get in office. I'm just being honest. That's why we need people like us, me, Papa Will, Big Bro D Truth. We all need to get out there into the communities and spread the word. If you really want your community to be safe and your kids to be safe, your parents, your grandparents to be safe, we gotta go out there and let them know we trying to be safe. We gotta go out there and say we can't rely on these people who we vote in to do it. Sometimes it's up to us to make that happen, not them. And that's my take on that. I'm done, gentlemen.
D Truth, it was a pleasure being with you guys. Twister, B Rob, Mom Boss, and everybody else that came in here today. I want to thank y'all for coming in. And those of y'all that want to become haters of mine, come to my show and hate me. If I said something you don't believe, come to my show with your proof that what I'm saying ain't true. And with that, I got to take off and go to my show, y'all. Thank you very much for D Truth. I'm gonna drop my link in here in case anybody want to come hate me. Okay.
Okay. Go right
God bless you,
ahead.
sir. It's always been a pleasure talking with you, sir. God bless you, my brother.
Oh, wow.
Amber, respect to you, my sister. Hey, the floor is yours. Go ahead, say what you got to say. It don't matter. You already know over here. It don't matter what you say. We got your back. Cause hey, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna be all facts. Hey, look at him. We don't want no chaser back. We do not want no chaser. What
Hey,
you got to say? Go ahead and say it.
hey,
Go
look,
ahead, man.
he's right. It ain't no damn rabbit hole. That's for sure. It
This
is worse
the,
than a wolf's den.
Thank you.
It's all hell. Oh my goodness. You
hey,
know, because everybody got that ravage part in their brain. It's like they got their claws out. You know, it's like, it's like my
hey,
animosity.
Amber. You know when he comes over here, ain't no telling how deep. See, it started off as a rabbit hole, but
Yeah.
it can't. It started. That's what it started out as. And you know when you come over here and when it starts out as a rabbit hole with me, it get deeper and bigger and deeper as the show goes along. So go ahead and speak your truth.
Well, I just came over from April showers. Man, I'll tell you what, I was so mad. I'm like, drop the link, drop the link. You know, she dropped the link, and I got up there. I raised hell. I mean, I shouldn't have, but the girl was wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but in this case, I was. So I said that to say this. A couple weeks ago, it was recently since I got back up on YouTube. I couldn't comment on anything for over a week, but I was listening to one of your channels. I'm like, and I'm looking at the video you showing. Look, I'm this white woman sitting here watching this channel. It's my choice. I can watch it or I can't, right? Either I can handle the truth or I can't. So then I'm like, no, hell, he didn't. Yes, he did put that up there, you know, and I'm sitting there, I'm battling with myself. I'm just being honest and truth. I ain't gonna be nothing but real with you. I was mad. I actually was getting mad. I'm like, look, I can't be watching this if it's gonna infuriate me like that. And I'm like, why am I so mad? I mean, because really I'm just mad about the situation, right? First of all, I'm mad about the situation, and then I'm mad about that it even took place. And then I'm even more mad that people, oh, y'all, we have got to focus on how to at least do our own parts, no matter who you are. And it's hard because the color thing is a strong hold on people. We can't help it, y'all. How can you help a reality that happened, right? And then you got repercussions because things still happening. And just because people can't see them don't mean they ain't happening. Everybody ain't in the same spot, same house, same neighborhood. Anyway, I'm not telling y'all nothing new. I just want to get up here and tell you, I'm so sorry I left your you didn't even know it. But I see now, like, if he thinks about, just happens to think about me that I might be watching, he knows I'm mad. He knows damn well I'm mad. But it doesn't matter because that's not what it's about. It's like, okay, as a white woman, I got mad about what I was seeing and what I was hearing. But then I have to learn to deal with that within my spirit, within myself. And then either I can speak and accept and try to understand things that I don't understand. Or it just so happens I understand where you're coming from on mostly everything you say, right? But I don't want to be treated differently, but that's something that's never going to change. You know, are y'all still there?
Wait, I'm still here. Hey, I welcome anybody, man. Sweetheart, I welcome anybody. I get along with anybody. Like I said, if I hear truth, I'm gonna listen to truth. It don't matter what color. As long as you speaking truth, they know we see what I see or my big bro D truth see. We all it don't matter. Like I said, we gotta be honest and stop being in this cage and this chained up. We
That's
gotta learn how to speak our piece. We got to, man, because we tired. We
it's
tired.
breaking free.
Yeah, we need to be freedom, and it's going to be continuing on doing that.
And see when the truth is his audience, you know, he's black, so it makes sense that majority his audience be black, and he's speaking to a black audience, right? He didn't invite some white person to come in there, but what and I know he knows that's the truth. He is a black man, so his audience is he's speaking to his people, right? His color, right?
Yes,
His culture. Okay, so I'm the one that's stepping in where I wasn't invited or expected to be, right? So, and I know this, and I'm not asking anybody to accept me in any kind of way, certain terms. But here's where we go into the den when we talk about it, and so I can't, like I said, I got upset, but I can't get upset because the truth is showing the truth, right? If he's showing the truth, I have to learn to deal with that. And it makes me mad and it hurts me and it makes me angry. And I have to deal with that. But who am I supposed to go tell that to? Who am I supposed to explain that to? Why you get mad? What that don't make you mad? Do you not have human? I wish I could go back in time, and I wish y'all know we wish that we all could go back in time because we might could have done it differently only because we see the now. So we can't change the past. We can teach about the past and make future generations so it doesn't go back to that. So no one ever gets done and treated that way again. That's and see, I didn't get that until recently. You
Yeah,
have to continue to show that to
yeah.
keep
You're right
people.
about that, Emperor.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
people. We can't go back.
Mm. See, and the thing is, I said this early. I don't know where you were in earlier. The kid these days, I don't care if they got a darker skin, lighter skin. I don't care what culture, what race, what you want to call nationality, ethnic group that they come from. You can't tell kids these days any of those things because they're gonna go do their research.
You can't tell them nothing.
They're gonna
that's
go do their research.
sad.
They're gonna go do the research, and that's why I say what I say. And Amber, I told you this before. You already know. I told you to speak your truth. Speak your truth. And guess what? You're speaking your truth. And guess what? It don't define you. It doesn't define me. Don't define me. I don't define the chat. Because the chat, my channel, people already know what my channel is. It's all about truth. It's all about This is where you come to speak your mind on what you know, and what you know is reality.
It
See,
takes strength to do that.
yeah, and think about when remember that day you told me that. Remember that day you told me that in the chat.
What
And
part?
remember when we told what you know. Remember you told me
Oh yeah,
something
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah,
Remember, yeah. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you the same thing? Did
yeah,
I tell you now?
yeah. You ain't changed a bit from yeah. You're consistent. So, and that's what happens when see. That's what happens when you tell the truth. You can stay consistent.
Yeah, because the truth is the truth. Just about anybody go tell a lie.
But do you
That
ever?
don't-
I'm sorry.
I said anybody go tell a lie, but but you telling that lie don't make it the truth, do it?
That's right. This look. I ain't even gonna get on that subject that I left over there on the other channel. But I want to say this. Look, if we talk the truth and we have the hard conversations, uh, I don't know if I'm included or is there any part that I can participate or contribute to in that manner to these hard conversations that you're trying to have, because I only can speak from my area, my point of view. But do you ever go to bed at night? I'm asking Rob too. Do you ever go to bed at night and think about how do you get through it? How do you solve the problem? What can you do? Right? Because you can do it your part, but the rest trying to get other people to fall in line and wake up and move, make a step, do something. But don't stay idle in the misery. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about you or Rob. I'm talking about society as a whole. How do we do this?
To answer you that question, my dear, like I told Lovelace last week, you got to learn how to meditate and clear your mind because there's a lot of shit people ain't been telling us.
Yes.
And we gotta realize what's really going on. Just think about what's been going on. Our taxes. Let me say, I live in Mississippi. I'm originally from Alabama. I live in Mississippi. Most of our tax money is going on these roads. They're fixing on the roads, and they fixed on the road like every 2 or 3 months. Most of our money going to that. Most of our money going to other states that don't need to be going to. Like really, what we really need, some of the back roads right here need to be fixed. They ain't been touched in years. But they fixing on these main roads like every 3 to 4 months. I told this to my boss a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago about that. He like, man, we need to keep going. I said, but man, all our money, like they fixed on the road, like constantly doing it. Like every time you go somewhere, somebody fixing on the road. I'm like, y'all just put the tar and stuff on the road. Why y'all keep breaking it down, doing it again? Like, what are you trying to do? And then like people can't get food stamps because people make too much money and the food steady going high. People struggling to try to get their bills paid. Then people got to start, saying things like that and come out front and just say, "Hey, man, how we gonna live? You saying this and that, and y'all just ignoring us like we a bunch of bums." No, man. These societies and these governments and sometimes think we so damn stupid. We ain't stupid. Some people just afraid to open up and say these things because they thinking they're gonna get shut down or shot or all the other stuff. They think they're scared they're gonna get silenced because you're speaking too much truth. We gotta learn how to stand up and believe, like, hey man, enough is enough. If you really care about us like you say you are, go out there and do it and get it done. Don't just say stuff to say, oh, we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and then you get in there and you don't do a damn thing. You sound like a damn hypocrite. All the thing we doing is making your ass rich and we getting poor. Tell that to the guys in the hood. Tell that to the white people who stay in trailer point trashes and barely struggling. It ain't just the black folks, white folks struggling too. I'm just being real. I'm in that wolf den. I'm just being honest. We are all struggling. Don't say this and that, and then you don't do a damn thing to lift your finger up and do nothing. There's a lot of folks out there walking down the street, wondering they can find a place, get a good job or something like that. But I could go on and on and on. But yeah, that's the point. Like they say, just speak your freedom. That's why
Well,
we always have these tough discussions so we can understand what we're going through.
well, I do want to say I want to say something. I'm a I'm hesitant to say it because people keep saying, "Oh, that's a conspiracy theorist," but
Tell the truth.
I don't know where y'all's mind is on this, so I'm gonna
I'm
throw
gonna
it out
tell
there
the
and
truth.
find out, right?
Go
Tell the
go
truth.
go right ahead.
Tell the truth.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody pays attention to the court hearings they're having right now on these government officials and the White House and the government, the Washington, the D.C., the establishment, I should say, the government that's been coming here in 1890 something. I don't, late 1800s, almost before 1900. And they came in and they infiltrated and they've been doing it ever since, right? Well, see, that's what's going on right now. They're being taken down, right? We can call it the evil side, or we can call it the good side of the bad side, the do dirties and the non do dirties. I would say that I'm on the good side because I don't believe in the devil and some of these satanic things that are going on, and our dirty government that's been suppressing everyone. They the ones that started the out the slavery, and they're the ones that cause the division, and people are going to be shocked about. It's going to take one more thing, and it's not going to harm us, but it's going to be to wake up those that aren't awake to what's really been going on to us people, the people of the world, and here in the United States. That's what this Biden was let put in there. The election, they say it was stolen, but really they let them get up in there and let the people see, because people don't believe what they hear. They believe what they feel and experience. So we have been going on a downhill with that, watching it, feeling it, experiencing it, inflation, the hardships that's going on, and it's getting worse. But it's coming to a halt because the establishment is being taken down. The old guard is being taken down. A lot of people don't see it, but I've been watching these court hearings. Today was miraculous. And people that aren't seeing it and listening to it and watching these court hearings, and yeah, Biden's gone, y'all. He's no more. He's not going to be doing anything anymore. There ain't no more money going overseas to Ukraine. That was a big old money swindling thing to put more money in the establishment's pockets. That money wasn't to happen to help Ukraine. I could go on and on too, and I could go way back and kind of bring some things to focus that y'all might not uh, know about, or you. I hope that you do. But remember when Trump got into office, he went overseas and he went to Xi Jinping and he went to Putin. He went to the leaders of the foreign lands, right? And he shook hands with them and he did all these things, right, with them. He let them know that he had the dirt on everybody, that they know everything, and they're getting ready to take back. They're getting ready to take down the deep state, which is DC, and they're these things they're doing, the corruption, the money, all of it, the child. Oh God, the child trafficking, human trafficking, the drugs, the cartels, all of that. That's our government, our our government that's doing that. But like I said, they're being dismantled as we speak, and things are going to be all right. It's just we got to make it through this last little bit. We're down the hill now. I was wondering if it was ever going to happen, but in last week I've seen everything that people talked about that was conspiracy. And I wasn't even knowing whether I should believe it or not. But now I'm watching. I'm watching. I'll get up every day and I watch these trials and these hearings and these things they're doing. Things are going to get better, y'all. They're not seeming it right now. It just looks like the world's coming to an end. The what's coming to an end is the deep state, the do dirties, Hollywood, all that crap, mainstream media, all that stuff. The only thing reason YouTube is still up and they take a few of us down is, because what people got to have something to do while the world's falling apart. It's kind of like a distraction. You know, I, y'all probably won't ever let me up here again, but I would like you to look into what's going on. I don't know if y'all are into the politics part or the deep state and all of that stuff, and people that talk like I do, they get that's a conspiracy theorist, and you can almost tell who somebody voted for by what's coming out their mouth.
Amber, you're always welcome here. Detroit,
Yeah.
like well, no mind letting you come
Yeah,
back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm like this right here. I don't said this before. Amber, you heard me say that. B-Rod heard me say that. People in the chat heard me say this.
Mm-hmm.
See, one, I don't said it before. I couldn't be a politician because I don't follow the rules. Two, politicians, I don't care what side, Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't care what you affiliate with. They all crooks. They all out for their own self. They all try to make us weak. They all try to divide us. And if we as humans don't wake up, it's gonna be it's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and Emma, you see how we all here have a conversation?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, some melanated people, some white people, some Asian people, some Hispanic, even other different people do not want to have this kind of conversation.
They won't.
No.
They're
That's
afraid to have.
reality. They don't want to live. They want to stay in the what we call the matrix. They
Hmm.
don't want reality because
Hmm.
they want to stay what's with comfortable to them.
Yeah, and guess what? And none of this stuff is comfortable.
No,
It's not supposed to be.
it's
I
scary.
might. I'm tell you this right here. It might. I might. I might make it look like it's comfortable because the way I talk, the way I speak about it so easily. But it's not comfortable for me to talk about it. But guess what? It got to be said. It's not comfortable, but it may look like Amber when she on her channel talking about this stuff. It might seem like she comfortable talking about it, but she's not comfortable talking about that stuff.
No,
Be
Mm-mm.
raw. Anybody else that talk about the stuff that we talk about, we are not comfortable talking about it. Because if we were comfortable talking about it, we wouldn't be talking about
Exactly.
it.
if,
see,
if we
see,
didn't talk about it, can you imagine if nobody was talking about it? That would be really tragic.
yeah, and it's just like the movie, The Clone Tyrone. It's kind of funny how some movies, some particular movies that we watched when we were younger, had a hidden message in it, right? It's kind
Exactly.
of funny. It's kind of funny how some movies that don't hit the big screen have hidden messages in it. It's kind of funny how some movies that you can't find that you find had a hidden message in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to us to find out what that hidden message is. Because guess what? Don't bring. I'm gonna ask Amber. If a person saw a movie that had a hidden message in it, people like us, let's say we go see all go to see the same movie,
Mm-hmm.
and we got the same mindset. right?
Yeah.
And we see a hidden different things that in the movie that really going on as well. What the hell do you think they're gonna do with people like us? What do you think they'll do with us, Emma?
Hey, we lucky. We'd be lucky if we live.
You're right.
Exactly.
I'm serious. Look,
Yeah.
you can't go out here in the streets and start talking. They'd be like calling 911 to come get this crazy off the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
because they need to keep people asleep. But see, when you hear about this thing called the Great Awakening,
Mm-hmm.
that's because people are being awakened to the truth, the reality of this bullshit world in which we are in. It is
Mm-hmm.
nothing like God intended.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
See. Mm-mm.
Hey,
Like
look.
a go ahead.
Okay, just real quick. Now, and when
Take
I
your
was
time.
a
Take your
teenager,
time.
what?
Take your
Go
time.
ahead.
When I was a teenager, I came home from school and I watched General Hospital every day. Thought it was the greatest thing in the world from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
I
Look,
watched it too.
well, hey, Luke and
Yeah.
Laura, y'all. Anyway, while I was off of YouTube and blocked for a week, I looked up, no, I was blocked from doing lives and posting. That's what I was blocked to do.
Damn.
do. So I got
Man,
on
sorry to hear
YouTube
that. I'm so sorry.
and I watched General Hospital. I watched the 1981 was what I was watching last week. And do you know, y'all, I had to call my sister. Everything that I watched for 7 hours straight was to a T what is going on today. I'm talking about the Maui fires, the Black Diamond, everything in General Hospital, talking about the higher ups, the rich people, the billionaires. They want control because they have the power and they want the money. And the whole season was on nothing but that. Nothing. I mean, it was like they were. So back then when I was watching it, it was all fantasy. Today, 40 years later, it's reality. A soap opera is reality to a T. So these movies, they say like, did y'all watch the, what is that movie? It's about being sick, the virus.
I
Everybody
know. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
starts with a C, but everybody got sick, and it came out right before the pandemic. It was about a pandemic, and everybody got
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of these.
and see that was to a T too during the when that started out, when that was out here, when everybody first started getting sick. That movie is to a T, including WHO and all of that, all the things that it talks about, and the guy that was trying to tell everybody the reality and the truth. uh,
Mm-hmm.
they were looking to kill him
Yeah. I
and
heard that.
trying to
Yeah.
shut the reporter down.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this right here, and we're gonna get ready to cut off, and there's gonna be a part two to this discussion. You know, it's gonna be a part two to this discussion. Either hopefully, I'm trying to see what day I'm gonna have this discussion. Hopefully I can have it either Thursday afternoon or because of my work schedule, or I'm going to do it Friday. But the thing is, we got to keep pushing. We cannot stop.
No.
We cannot stop. Cause that's what they want us to do. That's what they wanted you to do, Amber. They want you to
Shut them
stop
down,
talking.
right? Shut them down. They want to shut us down, everybody down.
See, you know why they? I'm gonna tell you the reason why they gonna try to shut me down. You know why YouTube ain't gonna try to shut me down? Cause they do not want that paperwork coming.
I didn't think about that now.
Hmm.
So see, see, you try to shut me down for freedom of speech, but yet you let somebody else up here talk about what they want to do to somebody else and what they want to do to a child and all the other BS. The BS is on here, but you let them talk about all that other bullshit.
I know.
But but you don't want me to talk to my people, to people about what really going on in this world. Like I told them, either I'm gonna say it over here or I'm going to the street to say it, and y'all gonna just go get the paperwork. So which one would you rather have? I think you rather for me to say it over here, but guess what? I still do it over here. I still do it in the streets.
That's right.
And guess what? I'm talking to this Caucasian man, right? I was telling him what I was talking. I'll be talking about on my YouTube channel. He looked at me crazy. Then he thought about it like, yeah, you're right. It is hard to have this conversation, but what we talking about. But guess what? It got to be had, and it's going to be had. Cause guess what? Amber, myself, together, and anybody else going to talk about this subject that we are talking about. Cause guess what? Y'all try to put it right. You know that example I gave me, Rob. You know the
Hmm.
example I gave about them leads to cups,
Yeah.
right in front of their face, and they didn't see it. It
Hmm.
right in front of our things they doing it right in front of our face. They put it right in
Right.
front of our face.
Nice.
What's the best place to hide something from
Right.
somebody?
Nice space. If it was a snake, it would have bit you, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can't see the
Mom.
forest for the trees.
Yeah. And guess what? We are not. I'm gonna tell everybody who gonna watch this replay, if you don't like what I'm saying, so what? I really don't give a damn. You don't like what I show? Don't like how I interact with people? So what? I really don't give a damn. My people that comes on here to support me, that comes on this panel, know where I'm coming from.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it from the beginning.
Yeah,
I came in late, real
yeah,
late.
yeah. And the thing is, with me, I come with truth. I come with facts. And guess what else I tell you? Y'all know I say this. I'm gonna be Robert in chat. I say go do your research. Don't I say that?
Yeah.
I
I
say go
always
do your
like
research.
to.
I'll tell y'all something that comes to my mind frequently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about for the last 5, 10 years. Okay, y'all know that song Flavor Flav and Chuck D and whatever. Burn Hollywood Burn. Shut them down. Shut them down. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Say
Yeah,
more.
Y'all
yeah.
remember the songs about and Rodney King, you know, the LA riot,
Yeah.
that stuff
Yeah.
they were Chuck D and them was singing about burn Hollywood burn. They were
Mm-hmm.
speaking some factual truth then, and it's
Mm-hmm.
true now. And look, hey, it's been going on forever,
Mm-hmm.
forever.
And everybody been some people been scared to talk about it. But we
Hmm.
not.
What they scared of, what they need to be scared of what's going to happen if they don't talk about it.
There you go.
Exactly.
See that the people scared of the people like us.
Hmm.
I hope
They're
when you
not.
say us, you mean us, all of us.
That's why I said us.
Right.
Us.
I don't like no separation, man. I don't. I hate it.
See, they don't. Emma. I guarantee you, there's somebody that that probably was in the bushes. That probably was. They gonna go back and watch the replay. See you here talk about you what you talking about, and see us talking about what we talking about. Gonna be mad as hell.
Let them burn. Let them burn. Fry, baby, fry.
Yeah, and like I said, either sometime Thursday we're gonna revisit this, Emma, I would love to do you to come back on. You know you welcome anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You welcome anytime. Cause you know what? Cause we need to have this discussion. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna
We
say
want we want to have this discussion.
we have to have it, man.
Yeah, we got to have it. Cause how we all gonna get along? We
We
don't
not,
have this.
we look, look. Okay, so we getting along right here talking, right?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
But say we out in the street at Walmart and y'all dress, walk, whatever the way you do, and you see me, and you gonna be like, you do that prejudge. It's automatic. It's like when you see a nice looking woman, you be like, in your mind, you be like, whatever.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so automatically think inside our minds and judge. It's automatic. It's like clockwork. You can't
Judge be judge.
you can't
Mhm.
stop it. What your
Mm-mm.
brain thinks when it sees things, right?
Hmm.
Exactly.
So you gonna be like, you will have a prejudged disposition about people until you talk to them and you also listen and take turns. Because if you shut your mind, you're not hearing, you ain't never gonna get no bridge built. Mm-mm.
There you go.
It's
There
not
you
gonna.
go. Okay, we're gonna have a final word. Since Miss Amber is the lady and is a queen, yes, I did call her queen. And who don't like it, they can, you know what? And I'm gonna say suck my whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Big bro.
Cause
That's
I'm like this
funny.
right here. When woman, when a female is over here in my chat, she always gonna be a queen. Some the female's always gonna be a queen. Till she show me, y'all know I welcome anybody over here to the start acting a fool.
Right.
That's why Emma got the rich she got. That's why B Roy got the rich she got. That's why everybody in my chat got the rich they got. Cause I already know somebody come on here and try to act a fool. I already know what's gonna happen to them. They gonna get shot in the head.
Eliminate people.
Yeah, rockabye,
Yeah,
baby, rockabye.
yeah. Amber, final words and shout outs.
Huh.
Hmm.
I have no words. Thank you for letting me be up here, and I enjoyed it. I feel like I went a little bit off topic, but I'll probably find out during the rerun, the replay, that I was really not touching on anything y'all were talking about. But I'm gonna go do that. That's what I'm gonna do last tonight. I'm not gonna go catch up on no court hearings. I'm quite pleased that they really are in control. Things really are gonna get better, y'all. We
Yeah,
gotta get through this and we will. Okay?
yeah,
Don't give
yeah.
up.
Now, but I'm tell you something. You're gonna find out that what you was talking about is what we was talking was kind of what we was talking about anyway.
Really.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Wow. I found
yeah,
out maybe I should have said some other things, right?
but
You can say whatever you want to say. What's in your mind? Go ahead and speak your mind, sweetheart.
but Emma, you know how it goes when we in my life. Some things might not seem like it fit with the topic we talking
But
about.
it always come full circle.
There you go.
There you
B
go.
Rob, B Rob, your final thought of shout outs.
Man, like I said before, man, it was just like a great, great topic. And stuff got to be said, and we got to hear from her, point of view, especially a white woman's point of view. Because if we don't know about it, if she won't never come up here and explain herself, we'll never, understand her side of the story. We can say about us all the time, big bro, but we got to have it from all sides of the situation so we can understand why they do what they do, or they trying to understand what we trying to get out of the situation where we got ourselves into. And Miss Amber, I did sent a chat, a little privacy chat on there. I just wanted you
Private chat behind you. Yeah, in the back chat.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
but yeah, but like I was saying, we gotta have everybody's point of view. They can understand. We can all they understand each other, so we can come to an agreement to make this world a better place, our country a better place. But I remember when Trump got in office after Obama just left the White House, he did say that America got to be first. He want to put America first and then everybody else. And I agree because right now it's just like we helping everybody else besides ourselves. We are not helping ourselves.
Oh,
We
that's
helping
not.
everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. What you about to say, sweetie?
That's not. That's not we us. That's they them Biden and that deep state that I'm telling you about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. We got to worry about us and then try to help other people. It always got to start with home first. And then whatever, after we get satisfied, then they go out there and help the other people. It's like we helping them out and we are suffering.
And do you see how? But you see how Biden is putting everybody else. Biden is putting everybody first. Uh, he's putting everybody first and not us.
Yeah,
What
that's
I'm
exactly what he's doing.
Okay, so when Trump finishes cleaning and mopping up and all that stuff, cleaning up this big mess that Biden put out there, when we get that cleaned up, y'all better believe it's going to be here. Trump done said it's going to be a 1 year celebration, and everybody is going to reap from it and sow from it. We all, y'all wait for it. Have that faith, but in the meantime, we can still wake people up.
Yep.
Oh, it's
And
all.
yeah. And
It's
and
coming.
yep. And you know what? And guess what? We're gonna have continue. This is gonna be part two coming either Thursday or Friday. It's gonna be part two. Cause we're gonna dive. Hey, we're gonna dive. We're gonna make another hole.
We're gonna get some
Goodbye.
scuba diving gear and go down there this time.
Yeah. and and I like to thank Amber. I like to thank B Rob, Papa Will, Together, April Shower, Kitty, Mom Boss Mayo. Uh, the boss came up and watched the movie with us a little bit. And I like to thank Steel J, Lovelace, Sky Squizzy. Who else came? I'm trying to figure out who else came up in here. Yeah, you already know how it is. A whole lot of typing going on. Anti Conspiracy Channel, Shawanda Williams. I think we building over here came in here.
Yeah, the whole slew up in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I came through, man. I was like, I can't go over there again. He gonna make me so mad. I don't want to do that.
The Bivin. See who else came up in here. Oh, it's a whole lot of, and I did say Papa Will, did say that. I'm trying to figure out who else. Ming. Let's see who else.
Mom boss.
I already said that. Ernest
Okay, that's
Billing.
it.
I already called on. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody that came up in here. DJ Tanya Renee. Y'all missed the good. Y'all missed the good music thing going on the Backout channel. So sorry y'all missed it. Uh, and anybody else that came up here, thank you for your love, thank you for support. And I know Amber, thank you for your support on her channel. B Rob, I can't wait to get you started. And respect to 20 Nation Mondo, 25th of Ale, and the rest of 20 Nation. Respect to the Nile River, AP, Queen D. James, Kitty, and the rest of the Nile River, State Gang, and the Elevation Squad. Thank y'all for your love. Thank you for your support. And guess what? And Mom Boss, I'm gonna look at them two movies. And like I said, I'm look at them two movies, and we might we might make it 2 movie Fridays. We might make it 2 movie Fridays. We might make it 2 movie Fridays. The Island and Sound of Freedom. I think that's what it was. I can't. I gotta look it up. I probably find it. So I can't read my own damn writing. That's fucked up, ain't
Ah,
it? That messed up, ain't it? So, but
Hey, shit happens.
but like I said, we are the ones. We are the messengers. We are the teachers. We are the educators.
I'd rather be a teacher and a leader than a follower and a whatever else you want to label that.
Oh well, guess what? We are who we are, and we're gonna do what we got to do to try to open some people's eyes. Although some people's eyes do not want to open, and some people's ears do not want to hear. But guess what? One thing we got to do. We got to love and respect ourselves. Cause we don't love and respect ourselves. Guess what? You won't be able to see through the bullshit. Am I right?
You're right.
That's absolutely 100%.
And guess what I'm gonna try to do tomorrow? I'm trying to make tomorrow better than it was today. Y'all do the same and
Likewise.
love yourself some you.
I was getting ready to say you got to love yourself first.
And guess what? Look in the mirror and tell yourself, self, I love you.
I ain't
And
gonna
kiss
do that. I'm just kidding.
it.
I
Hey,
ain't gonna do all that. I'm just kidding though, really.
but I was gonna say look in the mirror, kiss the mirror, to kiss yourself, but
That's
but
funny.
but guess what? Y'all take it easy, cause I'm finna go get me something to eat. Cause mom boss made me hungry talking about what she was cooking.
Oh
Man,
my,
hell yes.
Love and respect to everybody. And guess what? Amber, next time you over here, you gotta drop the link in the chat. You heard me, Amber? Oh, Amber gone.
She dropped down.
Yeah. But as soon as I end this live, I'm gonna get me something to eat. I ain't gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna get me something to eat because my stomach said, "What the hell are you doing?" Hold on. Let's see. Uh, but yeah, this was a great live. Thank you to everybody.
It was a great, man. It was a great live, man. Everything had to be said, and I'm glad Miss Amber came up here. Spoke her point of view. We all need everybody's point of view to understand what's been going on, so we can solve that problem and we can stick together to make this world a better place.
Yeah, we
That's why we
all we
gotta have
all
these talks like these.
yeah.
Oh,
That's why I always say I like to hear some conversation I had. I like to hear the woman point of view, and I like to hear the other side, their point of view, so we had a conversation. But till then, peace and love and respect, and guess what? We out.
oh, it's over. God bless.
Buddha.